That's half the fun. Dark mode? Are we dark mode type?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and let me try to do the hosting thing.
That's your coffee.
Do you want the mic on?
I mean, that helps. Hotter than a hot day. It's the start of Eethreeperbowl. It's a nice, relaxed start here.
Yeah, very, very calm. Everybody's just kind of easing into the day, sipping their coffee.
Indeed. We haven't actually got any footage of it, but we've been looking at some of the locker room footage of EA. It's very naked, but they're stretched. They're warmed up.
They're very warmed up.
Limber
Yes.
and energetic.
Yeah, at one point I thought we were going to see Peter Moore put both his legs behind his head. Thankfully, the camera panned away, but...
Tastefully nude. Yeah.
Tastefully nude. That's how I've been describing a lot of Peter Moore's performance this season. Why he's in the EA locker rooms, I don't know. But anyway, what ho, one and all. Welcome to the preamble of Eethreeperbowl 2018.
Get hype.
Get hype indeed.
Get very hype.
I'll be your hot take sports commentator here from the Sports Accommodome, which is a thing I just made up. My name's Will Overguard, and I'm going to talk about sports like I know what I mean. I am joined by my stonking commentators, Echo and Ket. Hello.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, this is going to be a fun day.
Oh, yes.
So, we didn't know what kind of preamble to expect from EA. It appears a 40-minute countdown.
But there was a countdown to the 40-minute countdown, so you know that this one's better.
Yes.
Yes, this is a higher quality countdown. The numbers are quite a bit bolder. The coloration is a little more put together, so you know they're just that much closer to being ready.
So, preempting, I'd like to welcome all of our wonderful guests who've joined us already. What ho to all of you. I hope you're all prepared for some stonking, real sports words.
I know a few of those.
Just a couple, yeah.
Kiss the egg.
It is the king's sport.
We have our first follow.
Hey!
So maybe I've added some new stuff.
Saucy Nacho. Thank you
That's it.
for the follow.
The problem is now I want nachos.
I always want nachos as a sports commentator. I live in a perpetual state of nachos.
If you want nachos, just go to the concession stand.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with some people dogs as well.
People dogs, yes.
Yeah.
And then they're bringing this out new for the first time this year is the people jerky.
Yes. All that delicious clone meat, but easily storable.
Yes.
Yes.
Salted and dried for your convenience.
Much like many of the watchers of E3.
Ooh.
Well, now that we've completely alienated our audience.
Right. So, as I see a couple of brand new names in chat, this is the Eethreeperbowl. We, throughout the next 3 days, will be commentating on all of the press conferences at EA. At E3? Oh, bloody hell, I need more coffee.
There we go. The countdown, you're so psyched out, but
I
also
am.
psyched up and just like pumped and scared and terrified, but also delighted.
Mildly aroused.
Only mildly.
Only mildly. So we are going to be commentating on all of the press conferences over the next 3 days. It's going to be messy, it's going to be weird. And for whatever reason, EA are kicking off this monstrous sporting event.
They're going to set the tone for the entire thing.
They really are.
But, you know, EA, they've been practicing. They have been bringing their game in the preseason. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what they do here today. I'm not going to just toss them out to start, you know?
Right you are, Echo. It's nice they've been doing so many things that their fans have really learned. Oh, Jax! Please enjoy our brand new donations.
That's such a good one.
I'll live with you all. I had the best time picking E3 gifts before this.
That was the most time-consuming part of this entire endeavor.
Yeah. Saucy Nacho says, Will's seen my wang drawings. Yes, I have. That's surprisingly impressive.
I see.
That was a very good day. Right. I should also say, so for any and all donations throughout this teeny tiny event, we decided we're going to be calling all donations our, was it sponsors? Our backing, we came up with a sports term. Advertisers, that's
Yes.
right. We should have enabled the feature for you to choose your donation GIF on GiphyCat. So pick your best E3 GIFs. Even like the small 20-cent donation should trigger it. So give it a test, pick some tasty ones. We would have done this with bits.
Tasty and tasteful.
Indeed. So, might I recommend anything by Devolver? Also, thank you again, Jax.
Thanks for getting the game started.
Indeed.
I love that Phil Spencer gif. I've got everybody. I've got so many of those. You don't even know.
So,
spent like half a day.
If you need to derail Will, now you know how to do it.
Yes.
I mean, Steel Fox saying, just wondering, will EA make us pay per game, even when you've been promised to see it for free? I do believe that there was potential talk in the locker room of physically extracting coins from people's bodies throughout this event.
They were very eager to acquire Devolver's technology from last E3.
Indeed.
Painting through the screen was a... Yeah, that's how they... That's going to be the future of loot boxes, I believe what they believe.
Right, you are okay.
I did hear some, deep background kind of chatter that they've actually spent this past year going into the audience and installing something into the seats so that as soon as you sit down, it scans whatever, credit cards and things you may have on you, and they're just taking pennies at a time. So once you've sat in your seat, you're in for life.
Right, you are, Echo.
They're just skimming.
I mean, this is all rumour mill now, but pay per chair. It's the future. It's here.
Pro tip, every time you smile, it's going to cost you $1. That's how they know they're giving you value, and they feel good about taking that from you.
Right, you are, Ket. It's going to be a strong opening by the EA loot boxes. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing this shit already. I've got a sports tie on.
How very dare you.
Indeed.
Ruin the decorum of the Eethreeperbowl.
So, whilst we're continuing, you can also see all the teams scrolling beneath my face. That's right. Yes, that's the wee fucking store music.
You gave it away so fast. So, we've got we've got EA boxers.
Yes.
They're
I'm gonna
hot,
start there.
they're fast, they're full of money.
Indeed. People will hate them, and people will still buy them.
Followed up by the Microsoft Spartans.
Yep, they typically are kind of the leading giants of the game, but we can't count the past, We've got to see what they do.
Indeed, and an
this
all-star lineup of the PC Gaming All-Stars. We'll be seeing them probably on Sunday at some
For
point.
hours.
I can't remember.
And the Sony Dragons.
They're a bunch of dragons!
And they're Sony.
The Ubisoft Templars, they've been around for hundreds of thousands of years. You just
And
didn't
they've
notice.
got some of the best technology for going back in time.
Indeed.
It's very useful.
The Square Enix anime swords, as difficult to say as their hair is to create.
That is a lot of money that goes into the hair.
Indeed. Actually, there's a theory this year that the entirety of all of the presenters for Square Enix will be rendered entirely in the Frostbite engine.
Really?
Yeah, hair and all.
That's dangerous. That's a very bold move.
It is. Other teams have tried it in the past, but we'll see how that pays off.
Yep.
Technology has moved forward, so maybe this will be the year that they can pull it off.
Right. So to those of you who joined us so far, what ho? How goes it? I'm seeing Ty, I'm seeing Wrath, I'm seeing a lot of people in chat. This is my sports commentating voice.
Let's see how long
Just
you
see
can keep
that
this up.
ludicrous display.
What was the ref thinking? That's right. 34 more minutes.
Yeah.
Sunday at the Tacoma Drome.
They missed out on an opportunity to call it the Taco Dome.
The Taco Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Wafflemancy aside, so what do we know that the EA boxes are bringing to this conference?
Loot boxes.
Or maybe something even better than loot boxes?
Is there such a thing, Ket? I don't know.
I mean, Devolver Digital is working on it. Something on those lines.
Who have pre-apologized for their press conference.
Yeah.
And also said that everyone who wants to watch the Devolver press conference needs to watch RoboCop first. Or should watch RoboCop first.
Ooh.
Dun 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 dun.
Will it be an actual robot that will kill the actual audience members at the event?
Oh, like the like that film RoboCop too.
Yes.
With the other robot in it.
Indeed.
There was a cop and robots.
There was once a Detroit City cop. He had a wife and child and a low-paying job. I didn't think the rest of this sung through.
No.
This is why we didn't do the E3 anthem.
No.
Well, it hasn't started yet. That's why we haven't done the E3 anthem.
Yes.
Duh.
You'd think I'd never done this before.
They have to put up the E3 flag, and then everybody does the thing.
Yeah.
I thought the salute was...
It's...
Certainly on for EA. Alright, so what do we know? We know that EA is going to be bringing Anthem, which is like BioWare's last chance at survival, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
There was rumblings that Yanni's coming back. Now, I'm not saying that I once saw Yanni doing coke at an E3 party, but... because that would be slander. But
quite slanderous.
we haven't seen Yanni since his last game came out. Is he in rehab? Has he been in training? Who knows?
I would like to believe that he's been in training. I would choose to believe the better in people until tests prove otherwise.
Yes. Medical, scientific, or religious.
Yes.
What is the religious test for cocaine?
I assume something involving rosaries.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
And then just
Screaming, "Get behind me, Satan," and just waving.
self-flagellation.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay.
This got weird fast. This was a great idea. They're also going to have sports, which I know nothing about. Words like FIFA and Madden that probably mean something to you if you know a sport.
The things where the people run on the thing and
Yeah.
they do things with like a sport ball.
Yes.
The big difference is some of them are on fake grass and some of them are on real grass. That's basically the big divide.
Got it.
The strong rumor going around before EA's conference is that they will be combining FIFA and Madden into one battle royale game where all sports compete.
But what happens is when you combine those two, the shorts get tighter, but then also shorter.
Yes.
So it's basically like a bunch of dudes in hot pants.
It's 100 hot pants, sweaty males in a huge arena.
Yes. With some DLC females.
Yes. As we know, women are very hard to animate.
It's a lot of money. They just can't afford to put the money in, the physics. It's just, they got to spend a lot of time on it.
We were joking beforehand that it would be brilliant if they came out for Battlefield and just went, there will be no men in the game, they're going to be DLC because men are too hard to animate.
What did we decide? It was the Diggle physics?
Diggle
Yes.
physics. Read into that how you will.
I mean, the jiggle physics has already been figured out and has been perfected over the years, so that's easy. But jiggle physics, like the only game that's really tackled that was like Not Your Friends.
The original.
Oh, E3
Oh.
is making motions. Half an hour.
Here we go.
It begins the preamble. Let me just. Who the hell are these numpties?
I think it might be time for the E3 anthem.
Indeed. As you can see, these people are preparing themselves.
They're getting ready.
Hey, Andrea! What's going down?
Jose.
Jose, no one knows who you are, buddy. But good start. Good start. I'm going to turn these numpties down for a little bit, if that's all right with
Please
you.
do.
Right. So, while these... it feels a little bit weird commentating on people commentating. This is a bit meta for my taste.
Well, I would like to say that they're coming out strong, quite a bit more animated than we've seen in years past. There's some actual emotion going on.
That's true. That's a new
The
bold
eyebrows are less full of fear and curses.
That's the Frostbite engine in action there.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that our commentators are being fully animated.
And look, there's even the animation for a little bit of breeze through the hair.
Indeed. But you'll notice they put all the hair budget spend on Andrina.
Andromeda.
We don't speak that name at EA. Mass Effect, what's that?
One thing that I'm not sure
Wait,
about.
that didn't happen, no.
Okay, but I'm terrified that Anthem is going to be terrible.
Sorry.
I do not want a dead BioWare. Jack Sculch predicting I'm going to run out of coffee soon. It's not wrong. It's fine, we've got 28 minutes.
If you need to run, get more coffee, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to say it right now. I am very happy to be with both of you here and not in LA.
I mean, really.
Look at how much sun is there.
That's
would be
fire
a
and
crisp.
death. Yeah.
You would be toast.
Here in our bunker of sports, we're ready to commentate.
I have less aversion to the sun. It's mostly just LA.
That is also a very fair point.
Right. And a quick reminder to those of you in chat, if you would like to send us a comment, be sure to...
And this portion of the show has been brought to you by Javier Fred.
E3 with a sportsing cheer.
So remember, next time for your house cleaning needs,
Havred.
with 100% more sparkle.
Some numbers pointing out Seattle is definitely superior to LA.
Oh,
That's a science fact.
Not even
Scientific,
debatable.
historical, all kinds of things.
Geographic.
This portion of the show brought to you by Squid Surf.
On a broken fucking GIF! Shit the bed!
That is
Those
a
are
tragic.
some finely dressed commentators. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Wow!
Squid Surf.
Squid Surf.
Providing you more squid for your buck. Mail order squids, $10 a month.
Ooh.
With new premium Tentabulge. Right!
What do we do with them? Up to you.
This portion of the show brought to you by Universally Idiotic. I'm commentating on your commentating on people commentating.
Meta! Whoa! Achievement unlocked! That's Kaz pretending to be a dinosaur eating Reggie.
So, if it's commentating, that is C3 on E3.
Oh, shit.
This is about as bad as it can get.
That's a strong meta play. No one was ready.
Also, I'm a fan of this gentleman's t-shirt. He's repping a good game.
Here we have the entirety of the Titanfall 2 community.
It's sad but true.
Sad but true.
Actually, no. It's he's about one of two people.
Yeah.
Because there's a few people put up some good videos.
His other mates sleeping in this morning.
Yes.
Okay, I'm still annoyed that EA feckin' self-tanked Titanfall 2. That game was amazing.
Yeah, it deserved better.
Shenanigans. Utter shenanigans.
That man is committed. He's got the shirt, he's got the lanyard, and he's got the dog tags. And I can't tell if that's a hat.
This is a true fan right here.
Yeah. Oh, it's a mixer hat. Oh.
Whether or not he was constructed in a barn, we don't know.
No, the mixer hat, like...
Oh, and security is running to a
Ooh.
situation.
It's possibly another leak. Or the start of another battle royale. Who knows?
Sometimes they do have difficulty transporting in the clones for the human dogs.
Right, they do.
Yeah.
Right, they are.
I just
Right, you
realized...
are. Words are hard and sports are difficult.
I just realized now we know what the next Star Wars game they're going to do. Do Clone Wars. They've got the clone technology they've been working on. That's the obvious next step to take with the franchise.
Right, you are, Ked. Each loot box will be filled with a different set of clones. Most of them from New Zealand.
I think it might be parts of clones. You have to build your own clones.
Right, you are,
So-
Ked. Right, you are.
But really, it's the setup that's more expensive than creating the clones themselves.
Very true. Human beings are cheap. Facilities are expensive.
Indeed.
Here we have two actual sports right here. That's... Oh, the Ronaldo brothers! Famous sportsmen of their time, really.
Like cricketers?
Weren't they the ones that jumped through the pipes and ate the mushrooms?
Right you are. I actually
Yes.
got them banned in the Italian leagues for getting off their gourds and stuck in pipes.
And also, they killed all the turtles. Like,
There are no turtles in Italy left anymore.
exactly. You ever ask why? Ireland had St. Patrick. Italy had the brothers.
The Ronaldo brothers.
That turtle infestation taken care of.
By the time Super Ronaldo brothers came along, I feel they jumped the shark.
Oof.
This is going to get worse before it gets better. Eethreeperbowl 2018.
And no promises it will get better. Okay.
Jose's made a break. He's trying to get out of E3.
And
As
now
we know, that'll get him shot.
It looks like he's actually in prison now. Hey!
This portion of the show brought to you by JPost. Check out jpost42.com for all your shaving needs. I mean, all of them.
The whole shebang.
Okay, so they're doing a sport now.
This is an entire sport. A battle sport.
In real time. It's a real-time sport. That is so innovative.
As we all know, the Madden League is played in a turn-based format, even in the real world. So it's
Also-
nice to see them going to a brave, third-person combat.
Good to note that they're repping, I believe, the local team, the Seattle Seahawks.
Right you are, Ket. That was a thing that I absolutely noticed.
Indeed. Overdrive. Is that even more?
Is that more sports?
I think it's like... Or maybe,
It's like when you think that you can't sport anymore, you just flip that little switch and you get the little and then it's like, I get sport forever! This portion of the show brought to you by caffeine.
Indeed, it is.
Praise be to the juice of the holy bean. May it grit your soul against the corruption of EA.
Praise it.
Praise it. Just super quickly, has anyone tried using the Giphy Cat choose your own GIF yet so far? Has anyone given that a shot? Because if it's not working, I've done a goof.
Yes. We might not be able to fix it for this stream, but we can definitely fix it for the big streams tomorrow and the day after.
Arden say, and this section brought to you by Skynix Dystonia.
Dystoxia.
Dystoxia. We are no longer on the E3 hype train. We are on the Eethreeperbowl hype plane.
Skynix, when you need to travel, you contact Skynix.
Absolutely
I don't
not
know
related.
how they're going to get you there. Because that's what the portion of the show is brought to you by.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Skynix.
Yeah.
The Eethreeperbowl hype plane. Because I want to fly the train.
Choo choo.
Mother Hubbards.
I will say I believe there's an excellent hype train GIF too, if we get to that point.
If we get there.
Ooh, this
So-
is some meaty hits.
Caffeine's saying they haven't seen the Streamlabs donation link. Okay, so I will look into that in just a second. Arden's saying they can't hear the press. Trust me, you're not missing anything. This is Madden Sports Mobile by two people desperately pretending like they're actually playing it on those tablets.
Pretty sure I see some questionable websites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've been standing there for days waiting to do this thing, so we'll have to keep themselves entertained.
Hotwaterfowl.com. Sun's out, ducks out. Quack.
Ooh, the ref standing and the gentleman on the field?
Is that how a sport is done? Yes, it is,
Yes.
because I know how sports
Look, they've
work.
set up the sport here now. They're scrambling, they're running. The
It's-
red circle is moving.
Yes, it's nice to see that RB and giant yellow floating Y have been included into this franchise.
Yes. They've been left out for too long.
Ty informing us it's actually quacktrackers.biz.
Oof.
Don't click on that link. We've got no idea if it's live.
No, it's probably live. We have no idea if it's awful.
I'd also like to take this moment to thank our sponsors once again for being amazing.
This portion of the show brought to you by Compliment Cap.
I wish you all good luck in getting through this conference without cringing once. Salute.
Too late.
We will
promise
not
nothing.
cringe once. We can promise that.
When you need to let someone know that you've thought of them, use complimentcap.com.
For all your custom greeting card needs. I'm sorry, I just ran over your cat.
No, you missed it.
Did I miss it?
You could have said dog.
Ah.
'Cause then, like, karma, dogma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so
Yeah.
we've got some fierce interrogation going on here. These
Yeah.
poor guys are just trying to look at the quacktrackers.biz.
Yeah.
You know, and then we've got Jose here just like forcing the sports on them.
Yeah.
This is the intenseness that we expect during
It's-
E3.
It's nice seeing that Academy-winning performance of two people pretending like they're playing that game on their pads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Squid Surf knows what's up. You
Yeah.
guys are totes professionals.
Absolutely. I didn't go to school for this for nothing.
Okay, I'm going to mess with some things on the dashboard very quickly.
Okay.
No.
Dun, 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 dun. Jose, no one ever says it like that.
I think people do when they're very drunk, maybe.
You know, he's just trying to create his own presence here. And that's admirable, you know? You don't always want to follow in the footsteps. Sometimes you just need to pave your own path.
Sometimes you got to bring the thunder. Sometimes you got to bring the noise. This is
Okay.
so much going on right now. Did they just pronounce it as football, as in F-U-T? That's a brave spelling there.
Yeah, I think... I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Oh yes, here we see the infamous EA cloning program. They've got white males like you've never seen them before.
Indeed.
They are adding new variants these days.
The technology's improving.
Mm-hmm.
But as
a
we
little bit
know,
more pigment here and there.
women
Yeah.
are too hard to animate. Oh, sorry.
Unfortunately, the base specs of China's young Asian males tend to be a little bit high spec for a lot of sports.
There's been complaints that they're OP in the league.
A little bit, yes.
I'm so glad you're here. Oh.
Whew, okay.
And a quick shout out to our new host, Lumpy Touch. He doesn't know what he signed up for. You're expecting video games, you're gonna get this for 3 hecking days.
We're not responsible for any followers you lose.
Oh shit, we're doing this on my channel. Will, how did you tank everything? Well, it took 3 days. And a slow emotional breakdown across E3.
However, I looked really awesome in a lot of goofy ties.
Yeah.
We got some excellent ties. These are like the tame ties. We've got better ties.
Okay, so we've got a bit of opera here.
That's like a bold
That's
move.
new. That's very new.
Phantom of the Opera is here. If he passes out, that's going to be a foul. That'll be a pre-game foul
It
for
feels
EA.
like he's trying to follow him in the Mr. Caffeine steps almost now.
One of the most controversial players of previous season, Ubisoft's Mr. Caffeine. Hasn't been seen on the scene for a while. Could we expect to see him back again this year?
I wouldn't think so, but he seems to be taking a page or two out of the book. So, and again, we're still talking about him.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Caffeine, he can't be killed and he can't die. He's cursed to live forever in constant shame.
Very, very true.
Doodle 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 doo. Doodle doodle doodle. I once heard Aisha Taylor tried to eat his heart like an apple, and he just kept going.
I believe it might have something to do with the mystical powder that he consumes.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say anything that's libel, but there's a chance Mr. Caffeine once did cocaine off a Fraggle. That's what's down at Fraggle Rock.
I mean, we have yet to hear directly from the Fraggle. It's just a lot of hearsay.
At this stage, yes.
So we have this new player entering here. She seems to be talking about a yacht.
This would be Elena Fortuna.
Ilana.
That too.
Yes.
Often called the Fortuna, the soldier of Fortuna.
Oh, I thought it was the O Fortuna.
Fuck, that was way better. I'll be seeing myself out.
Nice knowing you.
They are not exclusive. You heard it here. That place is going to be full of crackheads by sundown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
Spoiler, but it's a fanny pack full of awesome goodies.
You heard it here. EA are giving out fanny packs. It's going to be a stampede. Do they even know what they're doing?
Sunscreen, a fan,
I thought
everything you need.
fanny packs disappeared when it ticked over to 2000.
Right, you are, Ket. They were believed completely extinct and dead. Yet here we are. Here we are.
I believe there's a kind of a resurrection of the fanny pack due to the clone trade. You know, you've got to do something with all that extra skin.
What was it? Resurrection? Is this actual necromancy now? Is EA branching out?
I mean, in the past, Microsoft have been the exclusive perpetrators of necromancy in the Eethreeperbowl League. But there's nothing that says they can't transfer.
It's really just kind of a work around the rules. They know they shouldn't, but because it's not specifically stated, you know, they're trying to wiggle in there and make things work.
Right, you are. And shout out
bit
to
dirty.
our previous sponsor, Skynix. Our fanny packs, the new loot boxes.
Ooh, I mean, the seal, you don't know what's in them.
Till you stick your hand in.
Don't stick your hand in.
But the fanny packs are free?
Are they, though?
I mean, loot boxes, the first one's always free, right?
That's how they get you.
That's true.
They give you
They
a few...
give you a taste.
Yeah, they give you a trickle, just enough that you kind of
Little
want them.
drizzle there.
Also, again, we're not saying they're not full of cocaine.
It's gonna be a hell of an E3.
Hey, you want to sell loot boxes? That's a distribution model.
There you get everybody very excited about your loot boxes.
And to quote Steel Fox, anything is free if you don't get caught. And every pizza's a personal pizza if you believe. These are words to live by.
Indeed.
Also, I can't go back to several states.
Oh, Mr. Vlog Watcher. So this part of the episode has been brought to you by Mr. Vlog Watcher.
All the cutting-edge technology at E3, running water and electricity, courtesy of Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison. Both of them famously wizards.
They are.
One of them a little bit more assholey than the other, but both wizards.
It was kind of that struggle of like, I want my wizardry to be open for everybody. And then the other one was like, filthy mudbloods.
DG Alternative putting the question to us, what if we see Disney buying Square or EA? I mean, if they can beat 10 cents to the punch, then who knows?
10 cents already there.
10 cent are literally the foundation of E3. You don't know it. They're like Galactus.
No,
They're
they
just the dark overlords.
They just bought LA.
They're just... LA, now purchased by 10 cents.
No one missed it, right? It's LA.
It's LA.
It's a fixer-upper.
Alright. A little bit of Sims.
EA Game Changer that changes games?
I'm very confused. I'm very lost. I don't know why we're here.
So, I guess we're changing to playing The Sims or not to play The Sims? I am very confused.
See, I'm just so tired of this Sims tactic. Like, they bring you in, and this amazing thing, and then you have to just get more, and get more, and get more.
Right, you
and
are.
then every season they start fresh, and they just keep adding and adding and adding. It's ridiculous. You never know. You get used to one thing, and then they just take it all away from you every season.
I'm not saying Sims 4 is crystal meth, but Sims 4 is crystal meth.
It's better than the other Sims tactic of putting everyone in a room and then taking the doors out. That one's a little bit hard on you fans.
Okay. But did you ever see the review of Sims where they basically just ran like a bunch of horror tests on the AI, like bringing a Sim to the point of starvation and bathroom like necessity, and putting a toilet and an oven at equidistance from each other, and then opening the doors. It ran to the bathroom, then ran back to the oven, set itself on fire, and died.
That is, I believe, the appropriate response to that situation.
That's what The Sims is all about. Don't give me all this, like, play The Sims because it's really good. Nah. You put him in a pool, you take away the ladder, and see what happens.
Well, I mean,
if you want
if
a pool
that's
party,
your jam.
if you want a pool party that lasts your entire life, that's how you do it.
Possibly seasons.
It's a very deep cut right there.
Oh, the hot takes coming from EA. What we're going to see in seasons? Seasons?
Maybe summer. A bit of fall.
And some
Winter's DLC.
Some smart weather. That's right. They made a new season.
Yeah. In Simlish.
Okay. Did you ever hear? I think it was Sims 3. They had a whole album of music, but they replaced the singers with Simlish.
That sounds lovely.
That's what I'm out.
Those are the actual artists too.
All right, come by Alpha the Deluge. Can't stay for long. Got to go cover stuff on my site. Just wanted to pop in and say, good luck. We're all counting on you. No Alpha the Deluge. We're counting on you.
Indeed. Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Building with Legos and all that kind of stuff. So being able to create your own world and craft it, tell the stories with the Sims the way you want to.
So what is the story behind this giant play?
I don't know. But Compliment Cap is our new sponsor. The Sims. Release your inner saw. Compliment Cap for all your hardware/chain needs. I can't wait for Devolver later on.
Indeed. That it will be hard to top the previous one, but I look forward to seeing the attempt.
Alright, 10-minute hype. 10-minute hype. So,
10 minutes.
as I could care less about these people waffling on about The Sims. So, this Eethreeperbowl is a very interesting year. We've got some new players. Square Enix doing their first standalone tour. They were a big support player in Sony Dragon's teams in the past.
But now they're on their own.
Now they're stepping out, here on their own. Gonna take the only road they've ever known. Doesn't really work because it's their first go.
Yeah.
Last year's clear winners, Devolver Digital coming back.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, it's the team everyone's talking about.
They've already apologized for the event, so we were looking forward to it.
You've got to be hyped and super intrigued and excited about that.
Hashtag Nina never died.
She is immortal.
She cannot be killed. We've got Ubisoft. I don't know what to expect. No Aisha Taylor. She's been their lead striker or goal score person in previous years.
I've heard that it's just going to be a rabbit.
It's just one giant rabbit on stage.
Yep.
Oh, we're seeing a trailer for Sim Seasons.
Is that Len? Mr. Vlog Watcher, our Sims sponsor, the Sims original working title, the Vault-Tec Social Experiment Simulator.
Did you say Mr. Vlog Watcher?
I did.
Vlog.
It's a video log. It's a vlog.
You're a vlog.
Don't you steal my sunshine!
This is Seattle. We don't have that here.
I certainly didn't move here for the fucking weather.
I still love The Sims though.
Okay, this is a Simlish cover of Len. Steal My Sunshine, and I am uncomfortable with this. Why is there a
Whoa,
gnome?
No.
That is a little creepy.
Now, as we know, this is before the match is kicked off, so we can't give out any goals or penalties here, but that guy was clearly wanting to have sex with those bees. That's right, B-Movie 2, Simlish, coming this year.
What?
Oh,
This is
okay.
getting dark.
SimCity crossover, maybe? That man is exceedingly dead.
No, he's
No,
got
he's got a
superpowers.
superpower.
Is this a cheeky announce of Infamous 3?
That is a crossover I would be very excited to see.
By the 9.
I've been doing it for quite a long time, and
Static.
Sky was saying, if you call it Vlog one more time, I'm going to leave. I promise nothing.
I mean, you already did.
how are you going to help me
It's your MO.
job in this industry that I love so much?
At this point, is Jose looking for another job before the press conference has started?
Jose has decided that he is ready to move up to a higher league, you know?
No one appreciated
He
his
wants to move into the pros.
Phantom of the Opera from earlier, so he's like, nah, I'm out. Mr. Vlog Watcher saying Jose is smarter than he looks. You're welcome. And always be Vlog to me.
I always tell people network with who you know in the industry. Make sure you're engaging.
Could you hit the door real quick?
Yes, I can.
But for us, we actually just want to engage all
Don't know why I answered you like that. Fucking sports voice.
Yeah, you can't turn it
You're
off.
just a method actor.
I
Can't turn
am.
it off.
Totally method.
I've spent the last day pretending like I like sports. Wow, that sure was a goal that person did on that hockey. That's a sport.
Nice birdie there. Or an albatross? Or a thing?
It was a double albatross, actually. That's where
Did
you
you say
pass it.
nice booty?
culture and see what environments get pushed through.
I think you heard what you wanted to hear.
I think your mind is in the gutter right now.
I mean, it's constantly there, but I swear you were like, nice booty.
That is the perfect place to be recruiting for. I mean,
No, I did
It's
not.
the, it's the shorts I'm wearing.
That's true.
Or we're going back to the EA the Sports Smash Up Battle Royale.
That's right. Hot pants for everyone.
100 giant athletes in hot pants.
That's what's in those fanny packs.
It's an escape method.
Just fanny packs with hot pants,
Yes.
like bright pink hot pants.
Oh, yes.
Pink and like lime.
So, as we're coming into the last 4 minutes of the preamble of EA's latest Battle Royale, where 100 co-hosts desperately try and get out as the last person left has to be on stage.
So I encourage that to anybody.
That is I would buy a ticket to that.
EA career,
Yeah.
check it out. See what we
I would even go to LA.
That's what the
That's-
lounge is for. They're watching the people booking it out. The random grab
Actually,
fanny packs are like
What they
accessories.
didn't tell you is that underneath every seat in that lounge, there is a sniper rifle.
Or a jar of some goo that makes you invincible for some reason.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to have an awesome time.
It is yours to either give or take when you are in the lounge.
And another cheeky host by Go Pirate Software. Once again, you don't know what you've gotten into. It's Eethreeperbowl.
We'll see how many followers you can lose people.
Look, there's playtesting.
Hooray! You can do a job that other people struggle to survive on.
For
For no
free.
money.
For free, yes.
For free, just for the honor of knowing that you did it.
But no credits. You don't get the credits.
Oh god,
No.
no.
No. Just honor.
EA.com/playtesting for all of your slave labor needs.
We're not gonna pay you because you're not worth it.
You know, the thing is, you have to feed your slaves. Like,
No, they feed themselves.
I know what I'm saying is like, slaves have it better.
Oh, this is true.
I think they liquidate the previous ones.
This part of the episode brought to you by Mr. Dom Rocks.
The Sims 4, now with weather, something loot boxes. The characters are all going to be randomised. You start with a city with no people. I'm really enjoying those gifts. Those are entirely worth all the time. How much longer has Jose got left on this job? About 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
Then he's done the first plane out of LA.
Yeah.
He knows what's up.
Yeah. Break it for Canada. Oh, EA bringing back the EA pit from previous years.
Oh. That is the life or death pit.
Indeed. In previous years, EA have live developed a game there and scrapped it.
And fired the entire team.
Indeed.
So, I mean,
Rest in
basically,
peace,
though,
Westwood. Poor
the
little
pit
out.
has provided quite a bit of cloning
Indeed.
material.
Mostly from the Bloodsport and parts left over by previous battles.
So the pit is beneficial to the game.
Indeed it is, indeed it is. Honestly, I can't imagine this sport without the pit. It's part of EA's core strategy.
So just remember, to always honor the people that were lost in the pit because they still provided something for the future.
Indeed. I'd say pour a little out, but I really need this coffee.
Also, this is my move. Please don't pour it out.
And who is this now?
GM of Palladium, I think it was. I'm unfamiliar with this.
I'll be honest with you, I stopped paying attention.
Are you saying you've had about your quota of white dudes telling you what's up? I got bad news for the rest of this weekend for you.
I mean, if there's one thing that I've been looking forward to, it's white dudes telling me what I should be excited for.
That's a little bit about the Palladium, and now let's head inside. Check out the show.
Okay.
She told me to rap. I was rapping. We're still going.
This is a well-planned and timed.
You fucked up!
Family fun zone, my friend. This is where you can get all your
Suddenly, Jose is plugging for Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my gosh.
the steering wheel.
He dropped the ball there. That's going to be a huge penalty.
Jumping in.
Whose child is that? Don't show me the random child.
There's a ball pit over here.
This is a ball pit.
Dashcon 2.0! EA reveals Dashcon 2018!
That is a bold move.
She told me to rap, so I was rapping.
That's the first cringe moment
Yeah.
of E3 2018.
Jose, you were doing so well.
You're on point.
Jose was tossing the bus.
Now pray silence for the E3 national anthem. Oh, E3, E3, there's some sports and a bloke.
And they blow up cars.
I once asked for a pass, but they wouldn't let me in.
People die in the
E3,
pit,
E3.
and they make the people dogs.
Star Wars!
And there's fanny packs.
There's fanny packs.
Oh, man.
Okay, thank you. Now please take your seats for Eethreeperbowl.
I feel like there's a third third game they showed in there beyond the sports ones.
That bloke dead on the... Oh, wow! What in the bloody hell is going on?
There's also a GIF, and I don't understand.
Is that person... I don't... What is happening?
That is what's happening in the GIF.
Oh,
Tenwin.
Tenwin got it to work. Time for the snarking cars.
Nice.
Time for the footballs. Time for the buzzwords. Time for the loot boxes. Time for the we have listened to the fans. Eethreeperbowl has EA on the stage. They have just opened with... Did they just take video game characters and bring them into the real world?
They did.
That seems irresponsible and slightly dangerous.
Well, that's the thing with the seats. When they're, you sit down, you get injected with a little bit of shrooms, and then they also scan your wallet. So it just kind of increases the experience while also decreasing your bank account.
That explains the tabs that I did earlier this morning.
Yes.
Also, I'm high as balls.
EA Play is more than just a show you're about to watch.
Good start to the weekend.
Yeah.
You
Don't do acid and watch EA. Just saying.
Huge this year. It's a full 3-day
Don't do acid and watch Devolver. That will mess you.
Ain't no one coming back from that.
of community members from all over the world.
Not saying you should, but
streaming
PC
and
games
in-person
like that one
impressions of the
maybe
games
maybe a
we're gonna
little
be
bit.
showing on
Indeed.
Discord.
So I think that was a slight cheeky hint at Anthem there. So I think that was EA showing us their forward attack on BioWare's last legs.
That's not very good sportsmanship.
So hey, Stomposaurus.
This part of the episode brought to you by Stomposaurus.
We'll have these $5 and never sing again. I promise nothing. But thank you for the donations.
I'm so sorry.
Are you excited?
Can you not see by the way I'm sitting?
Are you excited?
Indeed.
The most droll indeed.
I mean, this thing will be done in like 90 minutes tops.
You better hope.
You want to do this with me?
That man is excited
It would
too.
be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to
Just
show
a little bit.
Okay.
So without further ado, let's get things started.
EA's getting faster and condescending to the audience.
Indeed.
And here
They
we
know your
have
boy.
War Guy.
I assume this is Battlefield.
Is it Battlefield-like qualities? Let's turn this up. Battlefield 5, I don't know how their counting
I
system
believe
works.
it is Battlefield V.
It's-
Like
yeah.
Vlog Watcher, thank you.
There
Yes.
we go. Okay,
That was
that was just a real brief kick-in, and you
Yeah.
know,
All right.
they called a timeout.
so more.
So,
back
who's
to the
first on
guys.
screen? We've got
To kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal
So what
of
do we have?
Battlefield 5.
GM of
Oscar and
Dice.
Lars.
We have
It's been
Dice.
exciting.
Ah,
A
the
lot of
famous
speculation,
duo of
and
Oscar
so
and
many
Lars.
brilliant reimages
Now, our
of
prediction
the
was that
original
DICE will
games.
announce that there will only be women in Battlefield 5 and you'll have to pay for the men. Let's see if this play works out.
And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. You want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today,
good.
we'll show you more
We're gonna find
gameplay
out
and
more
what
from the
this
white
is the
dudes
deepest,
about
worst
their
battlefield.
take
Yes.
on World War II. I'm so excited.
It's fresh and bold,
Yeah.
but let's see how it pays out.
It's a risky choice. Not it hasn't been done before, so we'll have to see how this
Where
is
previously,
received.
Saving Private what?
we will now be able to move these weapons around.
Excuse me, that's my tank. Oi, oi, I was there for a reason.
Is back, and more
Chrono Fire is
impactful
now
than ever.
Was
So,
Chrono not following before?
we
That's
can't really hide from
terrifying.
those pesky
Also,
tanks anymore as they
Thanks
come
for
chasing
finally
forward,
making that
as they
commitment.
rip
Screw
through
these
the-
houses specifically.
And you
Yeah.
will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
Not only for the gameplay, but for the looks.
That's
Okay.
just the tip of the iceberg. in
Okay,
Battlefield
sarcasm
5.
aside,
Going to see a
I'm really
lot
liking
more
what they're
new
doing with
gameplay
the
system
customization.
here
Like,
at
you get a
EA
bit of everybody.
from our community.
That this is the part of Battlefield that I give a heck about.
Yeah, you can
Not
put
being
you
good, looking good.
So we want to tell you.
And that's why you play
about
any game,
those
really.
That's why you play
untold
AAA
stories
games, 'cause they
that
look
got
good.
Yeah.
us excited to start with on this game. It's about what you will see is really those moments of human heroism.
Gil saying they can't get
It is
over
about
the formal
witnessing
attire.
the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world for us.
My bodyguards.
Real and relatable people.
You haven't even
facing
seen how terrible
the
this tie is.
brutality of war.
You have to do the thing where you
We started off
Yes.
by an exclusive
Get down,
look
Mr. President.
at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox
very
briefing
different from the
tomorrow.
Happy Birthday, Mr. President.
Thanks, that's
Very
something
deep.
not to miss.
That'll be
tomorrow.
happening towards the end of the
So,
show.
our launch in October is just the beginning.
How did you get
You will
banned from
all
Twitch?
go
I've got
on
my
an
nipples out.
expanding journey to the Second World War.
Oh, male nipples okay?
No
Or
loophole.
they've
No.
been banned. Okay.
No nipples.
No,
No
premium
nipples.
pass.
Across the board.
Ooh! There will be no premium pass for Battlefield.
Every day will
Okay.
bring something new. And as part of that journey, after
I-
launch,
You know, I think
dis-
Oh.
something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
Shitloads of loot boxes.
It's Royale.
Oh!
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we
Battlefield Royale!
To the shock of absolutely three people.
Now, it's not a goal, but is that a foul?
That's foul.
Is that a potential yellow card?
So to me, I also want a yellow card for.
I think
for the-
mustard yellow at least.
So with that,
To me, I think there's also a yellow
show
card
you
maybe
what makes
for
Battlefield
the innovation of not doing the season pass, which is what everyone has always done for
And
years.
this
Like that's
time, it's
That's a
even more
royale with
epic.
cheese.
Fighting across
So
multiple
that's
maps
going to be
and
the
modes.
very first red card of
Your next
Eethreeperbowl
powerful
2018
Indeed.
And this
for
is
announcing
your first
of
look
not
at
doing a
Trial
bad.
Operation.
Well done.
Even
Well done.
featuring music.
Did you just announce music?
Wow, we're getting basic here.
Yeah. Might even let you use a pad.
They are just returning to like the old school moves and values. Yeah.
They know people want music. They know people want to get the game that they pay for.
I will say that jumping out the plane looked rad. If that's in-game, that'll be heckin' cool. But
And also to look good, while
Yeah.
you're playing the game that you actually paid for.
Yeah.
I mean, Eethreeperbowl is all about the event. We'd seen the reveal ahead of time. We can't give EA any points for, their reveal trailer and stuff that happened before. We can only judge them on what's here and now.
Good point, good point.
But I can now cover my tank in leaves. My dream is realised. Oh, Frostbite doing what it does best.
Indeed.
Planes!
A good amount of this looks like it's in engine, so that's exciting.
Cracking!
Not all of it, but a lot of it.
I'm going to spend at least a week doing my Biggles voice. Oh look, it's me
Ooh.
playing War Thunder.
That is how when you want to say screw that dude in particular.
This bit sponsored by Mr. Vlog Watcher. Yeah, because everyone's outfit was customizable. Private. You dressed like World War I Italian soldier. Sir, I bought the expansion pack, sir!
Ooh,
Oh!
that was a Sunday of events.
Exclusive first look at the Xbox E3 briefing tomorrow. Now that's not a foul, but there's no points for pushing it over to another team. It's a strong pass, but
I feel like if
Sometimes you gotta know when to hold them.
I think if
and when to fold them.
Exactly.
Right, you are. Right, you are.
and in this case when to run, which is apparently always because football.
Indeed. You'll notice by the booming soundtrack that all of these men are actually about 30 feet tall. Making them all seem regular sized in comparison. And that's a joke that I stole!
So is this the new Attack on Titan game?
It is indeed. The
Sports
walls
ball.
have fallen, the sport has come out. Attack on Titan 4, footballing.
Ooh.
It's a brave turn for the manga, and it's an even braver turn for EA.
They're really just breaking into new territory. This portion of the episode brought to you by Compliment Cap.
Coleman Cap saying, Will, did you see me crashing into your tank while we were on the same team? That plane was clearly me. Right you are, Compliment Cap. Right you are. For all your plane crashing needs. Compliment Cap. I didn't think that through.
You need a plane crashed. Cat has you covered.
Much like that guy about to fall on his hecking neck.
But if he gets the goal, worth it.
Indeed. But wheel him out on a stretcher.
It's all about winning.
At any cost.
Okay, this is a brave
this
opening
is the
move.
hymn to the RNGesus.
Something?
Hey, Hey! They've got a literal cup on stage.
Oh, it's the Tri-Wizard Cup.
That's right.
I was thinking they're gonna put an actual beverage in it. I was very excited.
Hogwarts for life.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football.
And we seem to be decapitating
And icons of the game like Gerrard,
Lena.
Lena, I'm really sorry. Your formation is out of whack.
the world's biggest
Somehow I
league,
got something stuck
joins
in
the
my
world's
sock.
game.
That's really awkward.
You
And a
should
special
stop doing
thanks
that.
to the
It's a fucking
legendary
magnet.
Hans Zimmer.
Why did you
and
put a
LA's
magnet
own
in your
Vince
sock?
Staples
That's
to
another
collaborate
question
with
for
us.
another time. But I'll tell you, it's more interesting than whatever this guy is saying.
They're talking about a FIFA 19.
In FIFA 19.
Okay. I think his point still stands.
Have they travelled backwards in time to tell us about the future of soccer? I think they have.
Pretty much, and it looks about the same as it is today, but slightly nicer.
Alright, I'm just gonna hide us for a second so we can see a little bit of poor Nina. Because she's given it a really bloody good go, and now they're not showing her on stage.
And that's
Of
why
course.
we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue
One of the features of the
Champions
Premier League is
glory
actually
through your
they
story
attach
mode
that cup to the back of a
journey.
truck and drive it
And
through
if FIFA
Newcastle.
Ultimate Team
Several teams
live
compete to
and
chase it
authentic
down.
Champions
It's
League
violent, it's
content.
brutal.
We'll share more details
It's the
on
running
that
of the
along
cup,
with
right?
all our
Indeed it is.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes the cup runneth over.
And all that's just the beginning.
It's always just.
As you know, the heart and soul.
I mean,
one of those
brimming.
moments.
It's always
And this
tears.
year
It's
we're
full of
giving you the
tears.
Yes.
tools to control the pitch. in
That's
every moment.
that's the actual
From your
size
tactical
of the
approach to
footballers
match
that we've
to
seen on
each-
stage.
I believe that is FIFA 19.
Indeed it
And we
is.
know how
You know,
passionate you are about gameplay.
I don't know if they're
You
all
work hard
called
to
FIFA 19,
shape and refine our
but
game
this
for
is like
FIFA
the
19
prototype
with
FIFA 19.
input from-
Indeed.
So that-
While they
so
branched
it's-
out later, like
From
FIFA's like
handheld
1
tests for
through
beginners
18.
I would say so.
were-
Yes, this is the
feedback
19th
sessions
iteration
with
of
FIFA Pro.
Oh,
the FIFA model.
okay.
And we're
Indeed.
gonna be sharing a
So,
lot
like,
more
I
about
thought the name
gameplay
was
throughout
FIFA
the
19
summer,
for
but
that.
what I can
No, the
say
name
right
is Fly
now
Emirates.
is that the
Oh,
quality bar
Yeah,
you
so
know,
that's
I
how
should have known.
yet
Yeah.
again.
So that's Fly Emirates.
So we look forward to everybody.
Sorry, I
in
broke.
FIFA 19.
I broke Vlog Watcher with Cup Runneth Over.
So,
And also, of course, we're
so
That's it.
so
I'm out.
the
I'm done.
FIFA model
play it when
make
we launch on
19,
September 28th.
but the name is Fly
Fly
Emirates.
And that's
okay.
our FIFA 19 news.
They really need to
headlined
like
by the
make these
UEFA Champions
designations
League.
It's
clearer.
just wanted
it's
to
a little
take a minute
confusing,
To pause
unfortunately.
and
But
reflect.
you know, yeah, that's we've got experts
Standing next to this
commentating.
trophy is a little bit surreal.
Go on, lick it.
You know,
Lick it.
growing
Lick the
up-
cup.
If you don't
There's
lick the
two
cup, you don't
iconic
win.
trophies
Exactly,
that
that's how
everyone
you claim it as
dreams of
yours.
winning.
Yeah, no
For
one
your
else wants it
club,
then.
It's this one. The pursuit of Champions League glory.
Lick it.
But
He's
for
thinking
your
about
No,
it.
He's really thinking
Look at his
about
lips. Like,
Wait, what's that trophy? Why is...
World Cup.
it's the giant trophy. Maybe.
Does that one go inside the other one?
No, it's the other way around because this has been held
Because
by one of
remember,
those
they're
giant players.
giant. So
That thing's
yeah.
huge. Maybe
Yeah.
it doesn't
You
fit
can
in there.
imagine.
Also, it appears to be stained with the blood of its
Can't
enemies.
wait for the
I
start of the
mean,
World
have
Cup.
you played
And we
football?
want to
It's a vicious
celebrate
sport.
with FIFA
I have
18
not.
players
That's why they need
worldwide.
clones.
I mean,
Just
I
like
exactly
the
understand how
with a
sports
free
work,
World
and I'm
Cup
not completely
experience
talking out of my
on
arse.
PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC,
It's a gift.
and Nintendo Switch.
Ventriloquism.
But you can take Ronaldo.
Answering the question that everyone was going to ask him 20 times, yes, it's
Or
coming out on the
you can write
Switch.
your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought
I
that
thought
a
Iceland was one of the
nation
regions in
of
Pokemon.
350,000 people
so.
would
What was
ever
it?
qualify?
I thought that was the
and you can feel
legendary.
their excitement.
And as we can see, you'll be able to unlock the YMCA for your club.
And
That's where it's
Actually,
fun to
I
stay.
believe Bjork is the legendary Pokemon from Iceland.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Thank you for that clarification right
Apologies to
there.
Any England fans in the room that might still
See that
stink.
that one. Well, that one's also FIFA. Maybe
Well, see, now
And Lena
they've got
isn't
the
the
name
only
on the
one who's
shirt.
excited.
So is that FIFA 18?
players
maybe
are
it's because it's
loving the
different
World
teams.
Cup
They have a different
experience
layout.
Well, because they have the
But we
name
don't
on the
wanna stop
back.
there. We wanna
It's the
invite
FIFA,
everyone
like it's the
to come
FIFA
and join the
18
celebration.
model, 19
So I'm
model.
pleased to
Sorry.
announce
No, this guy is
that for a
FIFA 18.
limited
That
time,
was 18.
FIFA 18
They're going to have a
will
very
feature
difficult
the
time up against the
entire World
19
Cup
model.
experience
Yeah.
available
It's gonna be
for free
tricky.
trial
It's gonna
on
be hard.
PlayStation
Oh, that's
4
7.
And Xbox One. And
Oh,
on
one of the
PC
early
with
models.
access.
Yes, yes.
Doesn't
But
actually
you
have
can
legs.
download and play
Just
the
it
entire
flops
game
around
right
its
now
hands.
for
But
free.
they did give him quite a strong jaw to help
Yeah.
him move along while he's flopping.
Yeah, it's the hooking jaw
Thank
moving
you for
along.
the follow.
Thank you,
So to kick off the trial, we've got some
Kestrelale.
of the world's biggest creators.
I know how to
playing
use
live
words
at the end of
good.
the show, representing their nation
Lick the
for
trophy,
World
you
Cup
shit!
tournament.
And this summer will bring so much
Good
more for
baby.
FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content.
He is never going to have this chance again. He will spend the rest of his life being like,
He's eyeing it. He's eyeing it.
yeah,
But
what
in
if
the
I lick the
meantime,
trophy? He's
let's
thinking
all
it.
enjoy the World
He
Cup.
might be waiting for the
Thank
camera to
you,
cut away.
and Auf Wiedersehen!
So to Super Hentai Senpai, we are doing all of E3 in this style. It's going to get weird. It's going to get fun.
It's gonna get fanny packs.
Yeah.
What if fanny packs are what everyone's bringing to the table? Like
That
EA
would
just
be-
broke the news first.
That would be
But
embarrassing.
but that's the smart move, because if everybody's got fanny packs, you want to be the first to let
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
know.
Play it. Oh, free trial now. I was like, did they just announce that FIFA's going to be free? Hey, Andrew Wilson! Once cursed by a gypsy to have terrible eyebrows.
But look, he must be free from the curse because he's actually got some emotion.
Maybe part of the curse.
Yeah, I mean, I know, I definitely saw a smile.
The man from the Hillson, it's Andrew Wilson.
We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today.
Oh, we
but
do.
I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't
And their
be more
first one
excited to have you
without
with us
the
to
threat
share
of
all the
clone
games that we're going to
uprising.
show you.
That's might be too. That's an early call.
Is it too soon to call?
Yeah,
soon.
I think we need to get at least to partway through day 2.
They do have the pit, so there's some kind of cloning going on.
Right, you are. Right, you are.
I mean, cloning giant football players. Like,
Kestronaut saying, what's with that sweater? Is it really hot in LA? Yes, that's what LA's known for.
Reading books has never been easier.
And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years.
It's another battle
Over
royale.
the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced
But
a
you know,
new team
it's
from
because
Israel
they've
who has
listened to
joined
the
Electronic
people.
Arts.
Yeah,
to
they've
grow
heard
our
the
investment,
fans.
to
They responded to
extend our
criticism.
thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others,
Sorry, the actors looking like they want to be anywhere else.
And just wearing the t-shirt.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
I got a T-shirt for doing this.
It's going to mean
I thought the whole point of paying actors was to make it look like they're enjoying
We've got a
it.
test demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's
I'm
not
trying
quite
to-
ready for
I'm trying to
full
even
market
find a
prime
point
time
to
yet,
care about
but
the
it is a
cloud stuff.
promise of what we hope
I
to
mean,
bring
if it
you
works in the future, great. But right now, I'm just
The
like,
second part of that, of course, is subscription.
Yeah.
And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full
didn't
access
Battlefield just
to
announce there
great
wouldn't be
catalog
a
of
subscription
games.
mode?
No, I thought there was a
We're
season's
announcing
pass.
Origin Access Premier. So
So
things you need to
before
know
then, there
about.
was 2 tiers of
Origin
subscriptions.
Access Premier will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL.
So this is if you want all the
Back
games.
for
So
the
there's
first
no
time in over a
Battlefield
decade.
specific subscription, but there's an EA subscription. I
Then
guess.
FIFA 19, Battlefield 5.
Oh,
and
there
of
we have
course,
Flame
Anthem.
Arts again.
There'll be
Battlefield
many
V.
more titles in the years to come. Second, you get
It's
access
nice to
the
see
vault, our
Ant-Man
library
finally
of
getting his
over
first
100
game.
games
Anthem.
from EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch
I
later
think
this
that
summer.
this is a
That's a
strong
little
case
later in the
for
year,
the
but if you want to get
to show
started
that the
right
curse
now
has
and
been removed.
experience the
I think they might be
benefits
trying
of
to
subscription,
prove that the Gypsy's
come
curse has
play
been
a free
lifted once and
trial
for
of
all.
Origin Access, our base subscription.
I mean,
this
those
weekend.
eyebrows have been moving. Look,
Thank
look,
you,
there's a
have a great show.
smile. Just a hint of a smile. That's all we need. The muscles are still getting out of their paralysis.
I just don't know how they've conquered the speed of light, which is what's been kind of making streamed cloud gaming really hard. It's a Batman!
Yeah, I mean, these are old games.
These are games.
Yeah, including games which they themselves tanked earlier. Don't think I'm letting you off the hook for Titanfall 2, you bastards! That's some fish!
Yeah, these old things that you can do.
That's Anthem, right?
And that person was happier than anyone else has been probably playing it.
Rhymes of Moose asking the important questions. When will the Wasp get a game?
Hey, everybody. What's up? So I'm
You know,
here
I
sitting
have to say it
inside
again.
the
It's
crowd
just
at
so
EA Play,
expensive
I
to
just happened
animate
to find
and
Mr.
get a
Vince
female in a
Apple
game
here in the
that
audience
it
from
might take a while.
Respawn.
We have to wait for technology
Hey,
to improve.
it's-
How you feeling today?
Speaking of Titanfall 2, it's the person whose game they tanked!
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah.
Sorry, guy dead center.
So, you guys may have
just
seen
like-
that Vince was
I'm on
tweeting
camera.
yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
He's cool.
Sure.
Duh.
I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet.
Then
We're
why are
working
you
on a
talking?
bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams
Oh,
are
you
kicking
can't show it,
ass,
but it's good. We'll take your word for it.
We wanted
Totally.
to bring a little tidbit. So we
This part of the show, this interview brought to you by AppCarnist.
In good news, so far, EA is making me drink less than Apple did at the keynote past Monday at
Oh,
work.
you guys got any guesses?
Ooh,
I bet you the
it's early to
internet
say
is
that.
going wild right now.
I think that was the doorbell. One of us should go and get it.
So the Star
Oh, is that
Wars
your phone?
name is
Okay.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
So
it
more
kinda
Star
gives you
Wars,
some
the shock
idea
of
that
nobody.
You'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
This is the weakest ass Star Wars announce of all time. Are we just going to dribble this one?
Well, it takes place during the dark times.
Not a problem.
I'm trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be a spectacular.
So
So
basically,
for all the,
we have
the,
no
the
news.
hardcore nerds out there
There'll be
who
a
want to
game
know like
that's
where
still
in the
gonna be
timeline,
Jedi.
like between which episodes.
I guess not every game let you have a lightsaber, which is.
I mean,
Alright,
that's
between
true. There's no
3, 4,
lightsabers in
nice
FIFA
time.
so far.
Got it, any other tidbits?
That would make that game very
It's a
interesting.
dark time.
It's a dark time.
This is the
And
worst
does that mean it's
announce
gonna
of all
just be all
time.
dark and serious?
I don't think those people behind them are laughing with them.
Honestly, this is yellow card
All right,
performance.
so
if
I
you've got
think
Star
people are
Wars,
now
bring the
anxiously
thunder.
wanna
Let me
know,
be
like,
excited about Star
Oh,
Wars.
just don't bother mentioning it.
Yeah,
It
just
will
wait.
be holiday of next year.
Or if you're gonna
2019.
give information, don't stand up. Tell
Sorry
us.
to dash
Don't.
any hopes.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But
I'm
If you
just
don't
we
care
know
enough
we
about
can
Star
set
Wars to get on
expectations,
stage
we're all
and
gonna
tell
be
us,
amped
don't
up,
bother.
Yeah.
If it's not ready,
and,
that's
hopefully
fine.
we'll hear
I've got
from
something in
more
my
from
coat
you
for this
maybe
announcement.
at-
Ah!
Well, Vince.
Yeah, I put it back.
Honestly, I don't know if this is
Thanks
yellow.
for
This might be a red
stopping by
card.
the show
This would put
today.
EA
We
to
do
2
have a
red
little
cards
bit more
and no
news on
goals
Star
so
Wars,
far.
so
That's
I'm
a
gonna toss it
that's a
over to Dennis.
horrendous outing.
Okay, so the director designer is up.
Ah yes, Star Wars Battlefront 2, a game that no one has any strong opinions about.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars
And this
Battlefront.
person drew the short straw to
I'm
stand on
really
stage.
happy and
She
excited
does
to be
not
here
look
today,
comfortable
so
here.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we
crowd is
launched our game
icy silent.
in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right.
Shut
up! Out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted
Very
to.
good at
We had
understatements.
to take a step back and make
There are literally the
that
loot
we
box
were
on-
delivering the game that our players really wanted.
Why?
So we decided to completely
Just get ready with a stack of red
overhaul our
cards to
progression
just
system
go nuts.
and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting
You
with
get
the
to hunt
Ewoks on
Ewoks?
Endor. And
Oh, you Ewoks. That would be hunt.
If you're killing Ewoks, I'm on board.
Yeah, I'm.
Job, Mother Hubbard.
by far the most popular update of the game, and the team
Why are they playing the
loves
same clip over and
building
over?
Ewok Hunt.
I don't know. I guess
So,
because they
as
don't
you
have
might
anything.
know, we're currently
Is that literally all
in
the footage
our
that they
Han
have?
Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer
Lando!
we'll be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends.
Maybe that was something people wanted
Adding
before.
A new Starfighter mode focused around.
Why are they looping content?
With your heroes.
I don't know, dude.
They know
Looking
exactly
ahead
how long
a
this is
little
going to
bit
be.
more, we will
They are in
also
control
be
of all the
delivering
variables.
a
They
new
should be able to.
large-scale
There are 2 red
multiplayer
cards
sandbox
already.
experience
Are they looking
focused
to
around
make a full
capturing
set, I
command
think.
I mean,
posts and attacking and taking out.
unless they bust around
But
saying
that's not
like
all.
loot boxes
We
removed.
know that you have been
Like-
asking
Oh.
for new heroes,
No,
villains, and
no.
planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
I mean, clones. Yeah.
Yep. One of EA's main staples.
It's only fitting
10
that
win
we
with a
begin
$1 donation
with
sponsoring.
Geonosis,
Can someone
featuring
make a
multiple
lie
levels,
excuse counter for
including the
this?
largest
I mean, it
level
would-
we have ever built.
That's
It's
the
not big
fouls.
enough. It's
That's
not
the
big
fouls.
enough. Like,
So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First,
so
let me introduce
villains. Is making it strong.
the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, he will be going up against my
You've
own
missed a
personal
lot of
favorite,
nothing.
Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
There's the pork.
Finally making
I want a
his
pork
debut
hunt
in
mode.
Battlefront after all these years. So
roast
we're-
those,
we're
different
done.
amount of
That's
I want it
it.
to be a
They
hunt
will not
mode
come
followed
along.
by sort of like a
Join
Battleship
them.
Brigade
It's
style where you have to
the
cook it and eat
lead
it.
Oh
this
yes.
alliance,
Battle
down
Chef
to
Star Wars.
That would
as
be
well
good.
That I would
as
play.
Someone to bring balance to the Force. Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
I see.
I
team
mean,
at home
has
is
anyone ever stood up
extremely
and went, I
excited to
really
build
wish,
all of
I
these
really
cool
wish I could
things.
play as
EA
Anakin
and
from the
DICE
Clone
are
Wars film.
committed to
From the
Battlefront.
original.
We had
Outside
a
of pod
rough
racing, I don't
start,
think
but
so.
I really think
Get
that this
out.
game has a bright
He ruined
future.
pod racing, and that was the
Thank
good
you
bit.
very much for playing the game, providing
Now
us
this
with
is pod
feedback.
racing.
Gilbot, I
To
think
us
that's a
together,
smile.
We will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3.
So we have heard nothing about anything we care about.
I mean,
So it's a
General
game?
Grievous was announced, but that was about it. Oh, and you get to kill the Ewoks. But honestly,
Well, I think it's unclear. If you kill the Ewoks, or the Ewoks kill you.
yeah, true. So was that a single? Yanni! Oh! You coke fiend of a lovely person.
That was never proven.
I'm Eethreeperbowl.
What stays in Vegas?
Yanni, no! You're porous. It'll sink!
Magic.
Oh!
Okay.
Johnny, no! Shut up! I'm emotionally invested in this.
It's okay. Come here.
Yay! Last time this guy was out, he actually had a little Yarny with him.
It's really good to see you.
Why
Now
do they
he's
all
just
have the
dressed as
mist?
Yarny.
Why do they have the mist thing?
In Unravel,
Skinned Yarny.
we used yarn to symbolize.
Oh, that's
love.
true. Like we don't see
and the
Yarny
bonds
anymore.
between
Oh, no, there he
people.
is. Okay.
In our new game,
Is he underwater?
we tear that
Or is
bond
he on
up
the shore?
right at the
It's
start.
on the shore. Okay.
Oh
He's
no!
so sad.
But when things are at their darkest,
Little
you
Frodo!
find hope, and you form a new bond.
Okay, I'm calling that. That's a goal. That's a fucking goal.
Yes, rekindled. On an adventure.
We are getting raided.
Welcome.
Hexomath bar! Bringing in the raid! Bringing in the goal!
Good timing.
For Unravel 2!
Oh my god.
It's
With
a
Friendos,
game
that's
about
definitely.
EA's
start,
first goal
second chance.
of their opening match.
These
I
two
still put them at
souls
3
reduced
red
together
cards, 3
and
strong
built
fouls.
something
Oh, I
new
thought we had a mustard
and
card.
beautiful
Oh,
together.
the 2 mustards combined to a deathly red.
Got it,
Ketchup.
got it.
By that
Yeah.
2 mustards
spirit
equals ketchup.
of
2 mustards and a
optimism
ketchup.
Togetherness.
Or they are a ketchup.
You see,
They equal a ketchup.
It's all
Yeah.
made to be played with 2 characters. You can play it alone,
Oh.
or you can play it in co-op with a friend. But there's always 2 characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure.
I need this game in my life.
This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both funnier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful.
I don't
And
know
we think
how
it's
a
a
game
worthy
about 2
success.
creatures made of yarn is more exciting
I wanna show
than
it to
Star
you now,
Wars,
so
but
I'd
here
love
we
to
are.
know.
Well, here, Star Wars
So
more
please
exciting than World War
welcome Michael
II.
to the stage.
I can't remember. Oh, more exciting than
Producer
football.
at Coldwood.
Yeah.
Oh, they might be moving into a live gameplay demo.
Tried to show you a little bit
That would be.
That's a
about
double.
how you can play
That's a
the game
strong
co-op
play.
yourself,
Yeah,
essentially.
if they can pull it off, that's definitely another goal.
Like that goal came out. There were predictions early that this was going to happen, but that goal came so
I
fast.
believe you call this particular move a pigeon.
This wasn't prepared.
Hmm.
There we are.
Oh yes, the pigeon, the Wambo Jambo, the 2-person special.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you're playing
Wait,
it
so
by
they
yourself, you
sort
can
of meld
essentially
together?
pick up the other character and carry them along through the more
Oh my God.
fast-paced segments of the game.
So cute.
And we actually tried to include
That's a turkey!
more
That's a
of those.
fucking turkey!
This is a jerk.
Run, Yanni, run!
We wanted to have more like
There's a reason why people eat turkeys.
danger and kind of
Keep
wild
them get out of
moments.
control.
Exactly.
Places
They're
that were,
monsters
like,
to the yarn-like
fun and
folk.
exciting.
Yeah, Chiat saying Slug Cat Yarn Edition.
And then when you get
Yarny
to
gets
more
a spear
puzzle
later
games
and
like
just
this,
stabs the turkey in the
you
eye.
can split apart
It turns into like
switch back
fucking
and forth between the two characters, because
Shadow of the
that's how we
Colossus.
essentially
Yarny hanging off the
solve
side of a
problems
turkey.
and puzzles of
Just.
the game, that you're always working
I played
together
the
and
shit
helping
out
each
of
other
that.
out and utilizing
Okay,
this
so-
bond between you to
So the
overcome
blue,
any
the blue
obstacles
one's
that you come
working as a
across.
distraction. Actually, I really like the look of the swinging mechanics as well. Like
So
that
I
looks
guess
like
I'll,
a lot of
I'll
fun.
jump in at this.
Yeah, come join me. So I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
You'll be the blue one.
I'll be blue.
Yeah, this is the first time they've shown us actual
celebrate-
gameplay.
celebrate
This is
before we
looking
flip,
pretty
yeah.
solid.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but that was Unity that they were making this in. Like that was a Unity
I did
build
not catch
environment.
that.
And the bird is
But-
back.
They were restarting it. Turkey.
Yeah, the little
Playing it,
flip.
playing it
This,
safely now.
Woohoo!
yeah, the little flip at the end of the swing
I'll
is
swing.
very nice.
Nice.
Oh, and the combo
I'll
swings.
catch you. There you go.
They've really thought a lot about like what they can do with these little mechanics.
Can I swing now? Okay, you go ahead.
Oh my god.
This is great.
Those- oh.
Unless they flub
Okay,
this,
is
this is
the scary
definitely
part.
another goal.
Let's see if we can do it.
The first thing I've been mildly interested in, besides Jose's career moves.
Jose currently making a break for Canada as this goes on.
Oh, Buster. Oh, sweet. Well done.
Jack Skull's asking the
Okay,
important
I'll
question.
go up and distract
Will this be
you.
on the Switch?
I'll sneak
Of
up
course,
here.
it's on Switch. All the good indie games not that this is an indie game, but it's an indie feeling game.
Attack on Turkey! Da-na-na-na-na, something in cranberries.
Stuffing and cranberries.
Thank you, that's way better.
I think we need more coffee.
I do, but I don't want to stop watching Yanni. No joke though, I did actually meet the Yanni at E3. That's not. There's a photo.
That photo might need to be shared. We might need some proof.
I also have this really great video.
How about no?
So that's a quick little look at
some non-gratuitous use of slow-mo.
And
E3's had some, yes.
Hey.
Yeah,
So what is with this thing that he's wearing? Is it like a collar? Do they like have
before I go,
be tracked?
I think so. It's for the Battle Royale game.
Working on this game has been.
There's a meta one going on for E3, just like at the end of E3.
There's some very awesome nail polish work.
So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home. And
no, Abconist, that was live gameplay. That was the Unity dev environment. So.
I mean, it's a bold move because, again, live things, who knows what happens. Like, things always break, and they just...
It was beautiful.
Little friendo!
Oh my god, stop it with the music and everything. Oh.
Yay!
And piggybacks.
Just to hang on to the back of your friend like, okay, let's do this. Boing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You know what? I defer to the rest of my commentation team here, but I'm prepared to make this a 2-goal.
Definitely.
So that would put it EA at 3,000 2 goals. That's 2 slam dunks, if you will.
Yes.
Because that Yanni move that play came out of nowhere.
We heard rumors, but nothing.
No fap, no setup. Swans are assholes.
It's nice to see actual gameplay.
Yes.
Thank you, Martin.
But I would have been okay with pre-recorded gameplay. I think that's respectable because
yeah,
live.
but you never know.
But I mean, so I'd be okay with that. But this was like they took a chance and it paid off.
Yeah,
they really did. They really did.
But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2
Kestrel North telling the truth. Turkeys are jerks. Swans are assholes.
Yep, you heard that right.
Oh.
You'll be able to take these 2 Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished. It's out.
What?
I'm gonna download it!
And thank you to the team at Cold.
It doesn't work because the door's closed.
2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring.
I mean, this guy's face literally can't show any emotion, but inside he is screaming for joy.
Last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out. And I think we all kind of remember that. And
maybe
you might even remember him from the Game Awards
He was
as well.
very enthusiastic. He might have been quite smashed at the Game Awards.
It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team
really cool.
are expanding and moving into a new studio.
Gilbot saying, how long do we see Unravel 2 instead of State of Decay? What time is it now?
Independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games.
Interesting.
When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important
I don't think
message.
being able to buy it by Unraveled right now is an extra
So
point. That feels like way too much of a strong goal, but I defer to the team. I mean, that's a 3-point shot.
Like, I'm not familiar with this game.
I've not heard about this.
I think I actually may have.
Thank you, Patrick.
This person's been running for their life for 20 minutes before.
during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards,
Very
like
nice looking
our
game.
whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited. Maybe a
This is
little
clearly this
too
person's
excited.
first time out on stage, but
Indeed.
they're doing great.
They're
Yeah.
they're very
Hey!
they're very excited.
Yeah. And she's able to show more than one emotion on her face, so she's beaten the last player.
Well, her eyebrows aren't cursed.
Very
so-
true.
And we
The man
are
from the Hillsong, it's
developing
Drew
Sea of
Wilson.
Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game.
Yeah, please do.
Yes.
When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This
That's a bit too on the nose,
is
Jesus.
the core of everything.
It explains
you
so
will
much.
see, hear,
Too real, guys,
and
too
what you
real.
feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying
Sea of Solitude,
concept
SOS.
so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist,
give that person a hug.
you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed.
This is gonna be the first time we have Will crying on stream.
Like the
E3.
concept seems to just float out
E3
like,
tears.
Don't
right
know.
into the hand and
I
onto
would
the
not
heart.
have-
to collect them.
I
It
think
came close with Yanni, I'll be
also why
honest.
so
When the
many
little
people
thread
can
snapped and he was
instantly
looking at it, I'm
connect
like, don't you do this to my Yanni.
it's
Don't you hurt him.
underestimated
I
art,
swear to God I will fly to LA.
even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle.
I swear to God, if we see like
We
one of the
achieve all this
battlefield
in
planes
playful
crash
ways.
into this, I'll be fuming.
Who wants to simply
Puzzles
enjoy
are
a
big.
fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside
going to
and she
go to
becomes
LA
a monster.
and hold
The
this
game is
woman's
about
hand.
finding out why this happened to her.
I
It's
understand.
Also how to turn back into a human.
She's
Ultimately,
bringing the room
The
down.
goal is to bring all
little
those
bit.
emotions into
I definitely think
balance.
there's going to be hugs all
Some
round
needs to
after the
become
end of
bigger,
this.
Some would be
Like
better
hugs and
off
hot
a
chocolate.
little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
I did not expect
So like that's
like some real actual life shit
Oh.
Yeah.
doing this today.
okay. So that sounds very it's deep and interesting. I don't actually know much about the game, so I'm hoping this will explain a little bit more.
Cold. The loneliness cuts me and
Oh,
touches
jeez.
my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune son. I've just chased you so long now. I'm too
Digging this aesthetic.
to run.
Yeah. Whore.
A new day is here.
Water is bad. Stay out of the water. Holy shit, this looks cool.
In my room,
Wow.
I tremble.
Give her a hug. God. Alright, I'll give Echo a hug. Okay.
Early 2019.
Squid's Earth, sponsoring Sea of Solitude. There may or may not be squids in that game. I want to make that a goal.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Now, are we saying
2 goals
Two goals?
for the speech and the game.
That's a good point.
Fair
That was,
enough, yeah, I missed that.
that was strong.
That was like super
Yeah.
fucking real. It wasn't like, hey, we're excited and we made a game.
And then,
she
like-
was like, by the way, like, here's how we connect as human beings and share understanding, and you weren't expecting that knowledge.
both.
Bam.
Especially not of E3.
No.
Yeah, Gil's backing up that play, so I'm happy to declare that. That would be that would be 4 for EA.
So now they're actually positive.
That's a strong innings.
Yeah. Telling that EA's best innings are not on any of the main titles.
Just remember though.
Indeed.
Wherever you call home, whenever you're fit.
Okay, real talk. Considering how big a part of culture sports is, the fact they can't hit the same emotional beats with something that is more wildly prevalent. An interesting thought. An interesting idea to mull on, to chew over. Wow. But let's see if they can cock this up. Everything that you've seen here today will only be available in random drop boxes.
Yeah, $60 gets you a random game.
Yeah, you don't know what it's going to be. Might be the same one twice.
Oh, look, we've got some more clone footage.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, this is actually repeat footage from last year as well. Compliment Cap with the $1 donation. She's a strong candidate for play of the game. Compliment Cap.
This is true.
That's very true. MVP. Yeah, potential MVP for feckin' sure.
Yeah.
So just remember, whenever you need a quick I don't know, go to complimentcap.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For whenever you need the fresh, hot truth about play of the game. Dom rocks! EA becoming slightly less evil, one indie studio at a time.
Like, they realize that they can't be less evil, but they can give money to people who are.
They didn't take the loot boxes out of Battlefield, though.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Why is that like a wrestling belt in football?
That does look like a wrestling belt in football.
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already.
Oh!
So that is a person said from the Steelers, which is, I believe, a real American football team.
It might be, but that cringe-worthy butt-whooping conversation.
Yeah, we're back to normal EA.
Yeah.
You guys know this is young kid.
Well, good thing they got some goals when they could.
Yeah.
Madden champion. Like, give it up for young kid, y'all. Give it up.
Can we point out that he's wearing the same outfit in that photo as he is on stage?
I think it actually happened just 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
Oh no, sorry, that's his Player 2 palette swap outfit.
Oh,
is that-
right. He got it in the loot box.
Yeah.
It's
Turns out if you
I've
win,
always been a
they give you a loot
competitor.
box.
When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm, so then I picked up Madden and been blown out online. But I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
He's just,
Okay.
you know,
He
there's
hasn't
too
earned
much
it.
enthusiasm right now. I might need to leave the room.
Yeah. Oh.
That's number one. Number two, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to the tournament. So, like, what did you do?
I chased that money.
I
still got
don't
my
think
diploma,
I give a
but chased
hot
that
good
money.
goddamn.
Also, it's a graduation. No one cares about graduation.
Exactly.
It's
awesome.
pay some
Okay,
money to
now
wear
the
someone
past
else's
two-
cloak
you know,
for a few
past
hours.
years, how has it been for you? I know
And he's
you have
only
ups
worn
and
the
downs.
same torn jeans
It's
and
been tough.
plaid.
I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the
I've had
final
so
on
many
TV and
devastating
got blown
losses.
out.
It's
All
just
those
so.
losses,
I'm ready to
gained
give them a
lot
yellow
of
card for this one.
toughness.
Not
Yeah.
full red, but.
That's
And
all
there's
top.
already
That
enough
belt
yellow
was
on stage.
So amazing. There's a lot of human being on that belt for you.
They were doing so well!
First look at the match.
I mean, it's a tough act to follow, but they could have tried a little harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay right here and talk to you.
If they had ended there, I'd have said, like, good job, E3.
Yeah.
You've nailed it.
Yeah.
But I noticed now we're only 45 minutes in, so.
We're out. Have a good day.
Also, I will say, the
He just stole his belt!
So he jacked the belt and his pants were very good.
Oh, yeah.
So I will say, like, that man
You've worked your whole life to get to
performed
like these.
that way.
Alright, Caffeine, it's been great having you with us. We'll hope to see you for more Eethreeperbowl.
Indeed, we will be here tomorrow and Monday.
Yep.
All day.
Okay, we
As
have
we
more
unravel.
of a sport. They're doing a sport.
Whew!
You've been told.
Hot sports coming at you live.
Okay.
You fall.
They're shouting numbers. I hear that is a good strategy.
So that you can truly see.
Look at us try to just be quiet and play strategy.
that it was really never about reaching the.
Is that the Seattle Blokes?
Yeah, indeed that is.
Yes, the famous team, Seattle Blokes.
Yes, a well-known hand egg team. They kiss that egg. Oh, touch it. It's the King's game. That's what they say about American football. Is it's a good walk spoiled. Famous quote that. And I know about sports, and I know about words.
Would you let the moment define you?
What's he throwing at?
Oh, he missed it. He was trying to hit the sign, but he totally missed.
Yeah.
There'll be no points for that not point goal.
Yeah, that was the game.
That was Mad Den.
It managed to make me feel absolutely no emotions the entire time.
Congratulations, your team of expensive sports people not as good as 2 balls of yarn.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster,
And
here
the lady with the
alongside
boat.
Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation a little bit differently.
All right, they're
Give you your
excited.
First look.
They're going to do something a little bit different.
Anything but emotion? So like, so far I'm actually like...
Winner take all, head-to-head match. Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there.
So you heard it here, you've got to tap that.
Destroy the opponent's base is with this giant
EA telling you to tap that.
Control the missile.
You're not going to tell us anything about the game or why we should care. You're
Honestly,
just going to be
like, if they're gonna,
This is how you play the game.
if they're gonna give us gameplay footage, honestly, in some ways I think I prefer that.
Okay. Okay.
Because they're not gonna waffle on. They're just gonna say like, we think this game was worth playing.
Arden says, "Oh God, EA Clash of Cans. Perhaps it might be better to call it Cash of Cans."
We have an awesome matchup lined
I'm
up
not even
here
sorry.
today. Fighting for the blue side of the room. If you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, one of the clones.
The Clone Troopers have started. Give me day 9. I'll give a shit, right?
Opponent, fighting for the red
He's
side
a
of the
caster.
room.
He's not really a player
Competitive
anymore.
mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the
That's
stage
an oxymoron.
Nick at Night.
I mean, first point, this is an RTS match, and neither of these people are from South Korea, so this is clearly the B
Now, Mike,
Leagues.
it's going to be a real
Well,
clash.
it is a
These
mobile
gaming
game.
styles,
Ah,
the
true
competitive
that.
backgrounds that these players have, it should be a great
I mean,
match.
this is. I don't know if this is the Command and Conquer that I wanted.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go.
So I want to give
do
this
it.
another
All right,
foul.
let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game.
Jeez, those
Yeah.
pitches.
The
Why?
genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in.
This
We are
is
ready
just,
to go.
just wait.
Yeah.
It's almost worse because we've seen they can do better.
And the action
Yes.
begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus.
This is just like a way too late move into trying something new,
Now the
and
infantry
they
is
should
gonna
just
come out to
stick with
hold
what
that
they know
top point.
works.
Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick and Knight being able to
Like, so,
reach
again,
the limit first.
I think
in a
the
strategy game, that
Clash style
first
games
position,
can be
but
interesting.
In-Control's going
Very
from the
true.
top
Command
side. Also
CNC
very
is a
important.
franchise I
Nick
love,
Knight's forces have to circle
even if it
around
has
the
not
center.
been super
Right,
active.
let's see if
Yeah.
he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there. Here comes GDI with a Rhino. It's going to rip up those infantry.
Oh my God, this is actually Command and
Oh yeah, did you
Conquer.
not realize that? Yeah, they had the GDI logo going up and stuff. And this is Command and Conquer. This is.
Nick and Knight with
No,
some
this
tap
is
points in
this
the
is
top.
the corpse of something I once loved, danced in front of me. This is Clash of. Oh God,
You
why?
can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold
We are getting
those
some
controls.
And then
points
Control making
to
a lot of
more
progress on
red
that far right
cards,
side of the map.
and I'm gonna have to agree.
He's done a
Yeah,
great job
this
of
might
playing
have to
down with the
be.
turret, and now he's
So this puts
bringing
him
the
4-4.
bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes.
If this had been a new IP, I would have been far more lenient because there is a lot of potential for Clash style games, and I'm not just hating on it cos mobile, but
Some flamethrowers, right? Absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first.
they could have called it anything else.
To try and help push back these
Give
smaller
us money
forces
on mobile.
as he makes his way to the
Battle,
south side. That
shout
missile
face,
passing
anything.
halfway now.
Oh, there it is.
Choose
Okay.
control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards In Control's base.
Let's see if
Battle tag or whatever you
Control can get
freaking
around
call
to
it.
that top corner, able to hold that missile. He does contest the missile, putting it into the yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course, blocking the pathing of those units.
Westwood-
Fast forward. Where's the fast forward?
Westwood died for our sins. Westwood died for this.
Spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pipple.
Scar Red Tiger saying, hard red card, this punishment is be sent into space. The one place where capitalism can no longer touch us. Space!
Well, trying to get there, but.
One shot away from being knocked out here, as the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control's very heady artillery forces doing a great job at
a little
taking
bit
control of
harder.
that.
No. Didn't think we'd need to start drinking before noon.
As Morvnik and Knights
It's time to start drinking. I can't right now with this.
As your economy allows you to get these
Can't even, nor can I odd.
to get more of them on the field. But in control, just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage.
I would say, do you have a secret stash in there? Like that would be very, very poor thinking.
I wish.
Again, those infantry.
Which is a giant pork shaped
I
flask.
heard about
Another
cookies.
drill pod we're seeing with some
We can do cookies.
Let's take a baking break while they do this nonsense.
You know,
Okay, but same gameplay, same kind of like unit combat style, base v base, but it's the Great British Bake Off. I play the shit out of that. Instead of a missile, it's Mary Berry charging up.
This
Jack's
game
Gulch.
brought to you by Jack's Gulch.
Competitive mobile gaming only counts if it happens suddenly in random locations and doesn't dance on the corpses of something you once loved.
Firing with 3 zones in control for
I'm pretty sure that's like just a straight foxtrot on your IP.
This is definitely a Foxtrot Alpha. Charlie Unicorn.
Now we're seeing the first mech unit from In Control. This is
You
the
can do it.
Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this is
Whiskey
watch out
Tango
for this missile.
Foxtrot.
And Nick and
There
Nets
it goes.
fire that one off and settle.
Right.
I don't know how spelling works.
Next missile
Okay.
wins. Let's see what happens.
We'll have control of Wolverine.
Okay.
As you pointed out, for In Control.
I wish I had several tables to flip right now because I'm ready for this to be over.
But also, okay, so by the looks of it, this whole game is based around launching missiles at your opponent. Like, that seems like the only thing that
I mean,
matters.
it's a tactical control. It's like an area control, and if you control
I
the
think I
area.
would rather get a tooth canal right now.
Bringing out his first air unit.
Wow.
Deal with those.
A lot going on here.
He's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold
This
him.
missile
When I
is
said I
literally
wanted more
gonna
like
fire.
actual
It can be
gameplay,
able
this is
to-
not what I meant.
Is he gonna be able to get it off?
He's got it, Max.
There it is.
He's gonna take it. Defeating Nick
That
and
was
Tier
legit.
1.
But did anyone really win?
The two people that showed up and got probably paid an inordinate amount of money to play games in front of people.
You know
Those guys
what?
won.
If those two did get paid loads, I hope they had a good time.
They're like, I think I'm assuming the name people among people that follow this esports.
Let's hear it for Nathanius.
Like I said, there's nothing fundamentally wrong with a mobile strategy game, but when it's not like dancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command and Conquer.
Can you take it back? It's not done yet.
We don't want it.
Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile.
Gif!
We're giving players complete, continuous control of their armies.
Right now, RTS is a hard genre to sell games on, so this is probably the only Command and Conquer you're gonna get.
Now, Rivals will be coming to iOS
Actually,
and Android
there's a
devices.
complete random
But I'm
thought.
excited to
It'd be
announce
good.
that Android
Telltale
players
Studios
can play
Command
the
and Conquer.
pre-alpha.
Give it. Yeah, they do a fucking
Head to the
better.
Google Play Store, search Command and Conquer Rivals.
Get all the vigil actors in. It'd be
Yeah,
great.
the emotional story. If you follow a person driving one of the feckin' harvesters as they work their way up the ranks and meet all the characters along the way. Oh, cool! It's an expensive CGI trailer for this.
But I would like to know where they got the funding to have a woman in the game.
As we know, women are incredibly expensive to animate. Oh, but they've only got one.
Yeah, they blew the budget.
They couldn't animate a face. Okay, so like, as I said, mobile gaming space is a very specific kind of gamer, and I'm not duking on those, like, inherently. It's just they could have. Oh, cool.
Ooh, like mechanical dune worms. I'm on board for that.
And the cool, like, Tiberium embedded. Like, that's kind of rad. But
it's not quite Kane. Was it Kane? I'm like, is that the right guy?
Decker
Yeah.
Kane.
The Horizon Cube.
The erogenous cube.
My name's Deckard Kane, and when I'm not pushing a mobile phone into my urethra, I'm playing Command and Conquer Rivals.
It's about a similar experience.
Some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing
Want to see where I
entertainment.
keep my erogenous
What I can
cube?
say
Oh!
about and what I can say about us is that we are always trying
Speaking
to
on the
learn
inside.
and listen and strive to be better. And so, as
That
you
might be our
continue
first
to
spit
experience
take
together
of Eethreeperbowl.
as we play games this week, there's some things we hope come through.
Okay.
First, that at the very core
Tell me
is
about it.
choice. is that you as players get to choose.
Let me
how
go
you
get cookies
play,
started.
what
Okay.
you
I'll be right
what
back.
devices you play on.
Congratulations,
They're
EA,
making
you
those
killed
choices.
Cat.
You feel you are treated fairly.
You can tell me if I miss
no one
anything.
is given an
If I
unfair
miss anything.
advantage
I
or
will let you know.
disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you
very
feel
true.
like
Oh, yes.
You put
are
so much of your
rewarded
life
and you
into
are
it.
given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun. That we
Oh, I
move
was worried that
past
was a
the
setup to like a
grind, and that
blockchain
these are
announcement or
experiences
something.
that truly
He kept saying
enhance your
value
lives.
and return.
And so, as we think
Oh, he's
through
getting there.
all the things that we're trying to do,
He's doing some
know
fake outs.
that we
Oh,
wanna
if he
be better, and that we wanna make
blockchain
great
maneuver.
games. And
That was a great
as much
competitive
as we love
joking.
making
Well
games,
done. I spat all over my keyboard.
playing them,
Sponsored by
is something
Stomposaurus
that
Keyboard
we
Cleaning.
do
You'll
together.
fucking need it.
The power of this community when
Is
we
your
come
keyboard
together to do
sticky?
amazing
It
things
is
together.
now.
Last weekend
Stomposaurus.
was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program.
We don't ask questions.
Where we show
just
the world
stick.
how
Um,
the power of play can be a positive force for
Play
social
to
good.
give
Millions
till you
of
die,
participate
till the
in
fire
millions of
in
challenges
your
in
eye.
our game, logging millions of hours in support.
There's
of Play to
children
Give.
watching.
To celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world.
Okay,
A world
like
where representation and equality
I mean, you can talk
are
the
not
talk.
something
Let's
we
see
strive
it.
for.
true.
They are the
Hasn't actually
standards.
named any of the charities.
And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA.
We started playing Last Clap, it's getting bad. Okay, so they have announced that they're doing a $1 million donation incentive to anti-bullying charities.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, without
if they're spending
further
some
ado,
vast amounts of
let's
money
take a look
on
at
good
Anthem.
causes, that's good for them.
Oh, this might be Anthem.
The gods vanished
I think it would be funny if Rockstar did that,
and
but
left
no.
our world in chaos. Creating. Altering.
Don't want to start drawing the Destiny comparisons already, but...
The anthem is all that remains.
E3!
Oh.
There's a storm coming.
I'm Jack of the Game.
These walls can't protect us forever.
I'm fucking Iron Man, you bastards! How do I'm Tony Bloody Stark!
Did the landing, of course.
Yep. Hell on your knees.
Yeah.
It's all for the style points, really.
Okay, BioWare, a studio known for its writing, just did the "Something is out there. It's waiting for us." Yeah. I'm kind of seeing Warframe. I'm seeing a lot of things.
Yeah. For a second, I thought I saw a little bit of Titanfall in there.
And as Tars pointed out, that is actually like a Muse kind of remix thing they got going on here.
And a little Lord of the Rings like dialogue.
Looks interesting.
I don't.
Okay, from what we've seen, this is a thing that's going to live and die on its gameplay. There's no story here. There's no narrative to buy into. There's power armor. There's flying around with your mates. Let's punch something in the gob and be Tony Stark.
Well, I mean, okay, but to be fair, there were several games that like have very loose stories, and it's all about beat 'em up and do the thing, and they seem to stick around a bit. So it just depends on if it's done well.
It's very true. It's going to be interesting. Ooh. Oh, also, shout out to Go Pirate Software, who've joined us now. Thor, I hope you'll join us for the post-match breakdown.
We have had tons of questions
That's the
about
dance
Anthem
party,
since
right?
last year.
Indeed.
Break it down.
Because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive.
Ket Solo!
So I'm going to bring up
Not
some
out
members
there.
of the BioWare. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Katie Hudson, Mark
Here was the ball. And it was just...
Yeah.
No.
It was spiked.
Yeah.
And now Casey, Mark, and Kathleen will sit down and sing for us the Destiny theme song.
Apparently.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. Game to show, right?
Oh,
Different game.
oh,
Very
righty
exciting. So, Casey, we're gonna
then.
go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you.
Okay,
now,
so they're going for a
the
dev
Mountain
interview.
Patrol started,
Now this is usually the PC
constructed
gaming
career
show's
at
format.
BioWare
Like that's
way
the
back in
that's the
day.
formation
Took a
they've stuck to
couple
over the
years
years.
off, but before
It's
you
interesting
came
to
back,
see
you actually
EA
worked on Anthem
like taking a
for
lot of different maneuvers from different things.
Yeah.
this
EA
is-
seems to be borrowing from a little bit of
Yeah.
everything.
Awesome to be making
Because they're
games
going
for
first
BioWare
and they want to
fans.
make
You know, we
sure
have the
that,
best
you know,
fans.
throughout the conference
Yeah.
you'll think, well,
So it's
I already
super
saw this.
satisfying
EA. And your
to
brain
do
makes
it,
that
and,
connection.
You know, I just
Yeah.
want to be
They've
able
got
to
them there, so
continue
they have
the
like
legacy
live
of the
gameplay.
studio.
They've
That's kind of
got
where it started with Anthem. Is just thinking
just like a little
about,
bit of everything. They
you know,
interviews.
what is
They've
the
had
evolution of a BioWare game? And
weird,
we wanted to create a
Super
brand new
Super
world.
Hentai Senpai is now following.
whole
I'm never gonna get tired of that Kaz gif.
But we also wanted to do something that was
It's also a great
more
name.
of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something.
All right, these are
where
some
if
very
you
carefully
wanted
constructed
to invite
PR
your
words,
friends
so-
into it,
Yeah,
you
I'm
could
not-
do that as well. So that was really
All right,
the
jokes
initial
aside,
vision
like,
of the game, not an MMO,
this is
not a
worrying
multiplayer
because-
game with stories sort of bolted on this side, but something new and
I
different.
feel like
and I
we've
think
hit
team has
the
really captured that vision
crescendo
over the years.
of the presentation,
fans
Yeah.
and now
would
we're just kind of
love
riding that down
stories
curve.
from
Yeah,
riding
whereas
that down curve.
I think I'm
Anthem
kind of
should have
curious how
been the
you're
big
planning to make
bombastic.
story work in this shared
I'm-
world.
Yeah,
So a
I'm
great
just not
story for BioWare is really about
hearing anything
characters that
excited
you
about.
can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like
His
the story's
Mark's
about
bearded
you.
face.
In a lot of multiplayer
It is
games,
a beard.
those things
on his face.
get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. That's
Astral
what we
North
tried to do
with so many
Anthem.
buzzwords.
It's what we call
So many
our
helmets.
world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this,
When you're in the
when
world,
for,
you can play with other
Anthem,
players
this
in a
is
multiplayer
living
game.
shared
Hot
world.
takes.
So whether there's weather,
The thing is,
or
There's
it's
weather.
nighttime,
They're gonna have weather.
yeah,
what we're experiencing,
Seasons.
we're
whether or not that
experiencing
works for them,
everyone's playing
only time
Anthem.
will
There's
tell.
no better moment
I'm
to
not
see
sorry
the
for
same
that
thing.
shite pun.
And this is what we mean when we talk about our world.
All right,
It's
well,
a-
bye.
it's a shared experience together. But then when I
think-
finish my mission,
I think I go so
come
upset she's
back
not even
to
come
the
back
base
tomorrow.
at 4 houses.
Yeah, I'm putting my foot
this
down,
is
and
a
I will
single-player
not
thing.
participate in this
I turn in
after
my,
today.
rewards. I
So
talk to
okay,
some
I'm seeing
characters,
the
I
movement
experience
systems and
the
stuff
voices
look
of
cool.
my
We
act.
did get to see those last
And
year
this
though.
is where
Like, that's
your
not
story really lives and
new.
breathes.
And
by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact.
I'm worried.
and
Like,
agency
jokes
of a
aside, I'm
single-player
genuinely
story
worried. This doesn't
with
seem
the
to be
fun
batting to
teaming
any
up
of
with your friends
BioWare's
to play
major
co-op
strengths.
in combat.
This
And
does
we're also
feel like
designing it
it's
so that we can add story for years to
Generic,
come.
very pretty shooter.
So one of the first things that
Oh.
we hear
don't
They're
say-
setting up for
from our
DLC.
community is they want to
Great.
continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. New moments.
Does anyone else
with
remember
a
Destiny and the
character
10-year
that you've
plan?
grown to love,
We're going
or,
to support Destiny for 10
events in the
years.
world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain.
As a
about
waffle
more
mancer,
story.
I
don't think
recognise there's a
anybody
lot
out
of
there is
waffling
going to
going on
either.
here.
Yeah.
So, Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like
I'm
to
so
create a
sad.
new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well,
Well,
when I
what's
was
really
writing the
exciting
writing,
for us,
I did some writing,
and not just
and
the
then
writers, but all of
I
the
created
devs,
it
the
so that I could do
designers, the
more
artists,
writing.
is
I
that
got high as
we're
balls
creating
and then
something
decided,
new and
aren't robot
mysterious for
suits
players
great?
to
I
discover.
woke up in a puddle of my own
At
sick
the
4 days
heart
later and
of
Anthem
the
was born.
premise of Anthem is a world
I
left
kid.
unfinished by the
But-
gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict.
I can't help but see the-
unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation.
Because, I
And
mean,
the
usually this would be the point
chaos
where we
of
make
those
sarcastic,
things
like,
pushing
sports book
against
comments,
each
but
other,
Anthem is literally
means
what
that the world
BioWare is writing on
constantly being
survival.
reshaped in new
Yeah.
and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures,
This is their,
gigantic
like, last
monsters.
shot. not.
It's a dangerous environment that you need
Pretty
to wear.
much. I mean, the rumblings are that if
to,
Anthem
to
doesn't
be
shift
safe.
copies, BioWare will be
Now,
dissolved
something I
into
think a lot
EA.
of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much
This section,
work
sponsored
goes
by
into
Compliment
creating
Cap.
a new intellectual property or IP for the domain. Now, we've seen all these
You want
different
it?
creatures and
Compliment
Mark
Cap.
mentioned the storms. What's
When
the
you need
process
10 years of
creating a
suffering,
game like
just
from
get
scratch?
yourself a big box of
Yeah, it's
Compliment
something
Cap.
we've done a few times at BioWare.
Is that an
And really the
endorsement?
hardest part is getting
Sure.
It's a sponsorship, and that's what's important.
So what
Thank
we're
you,
trying to
Compliment
do is
Cap,
think
for that
about
awesome
the new
sponsorship.
experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So, like,
Oh, and followed up by Appcarnist! Right, I'm calling it now. Automatic, 2 red cards for this. I'm going to leave to head to the Apple Store. That's where I'm at. Congrats, EA, you done goofed. I don't know if 2, but this is not a win right now. There are 3 people on stage talking about...
They're talking, but they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
And then once we do that,
And
then we kind
whereas
of
BioWare's strength is
build all
usually
the rest
story,
of the stuff,
this
and
should
what
be
unlocks
where we
us
get a
creatively
bombastic
is think
cinematic
about,
trailer that
like,
sells us like a
around
cool shit
art
story.
style, tone,
But
and even the
we're not. We're
technology
getting
and
people
politics
telling us how
of
great
our
it's going to
new
be.
world. And
And,
then
like,
from there we can actually go and
I
build
love
out
for them to be
every last
completely right, and this is going to be an amazing
Yeah, and one
game.
of the,
Also, showing us
unique
the same footage
challenges
over and
for
over,
Anthem
which
is
is
that
A little bit
it's,
worrying. So
an
Appcarnist, thank you for your
experience that's
sponsorship.
meant to feel
You're a
alive,
hero.
like it's happening,
I
right
am thinking
now.
of giving him a red
And
card
so
for this
the
one.
world is always
I'm thinking this is going to be a
changing,
4-5 play by
whether
EA.
The
gonna be, yeah.
storms, seasons.
It's a real shame, and-
yeah,
But I
it's a
think
really
I will
great concept
definitely,
to write for
you know,
because
since
what
we
it
have that
means is it
sponsorship
gives us
from
the
Appcarnist
opportunity
for
to
the brain
drop
bleach.
into the world
Pull that
almost
on
in
your
real time,
hecking
a dramatic
eyes.
event
Yeah.
that changes the world
I think
for
you stab it in the
everyone.
eyes,
And that
goes
can
in,
be
does the
anything
work.
from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving
They're
parts
showing
of
us
the
the same
dynamic
concept
world
art, like,
sound really cool the way that they sound
They've been
like
working on this for a while. They should
together.
like either
But even though there's obviously
keep it
a lot
short,
going
but
on,
like
it
still
really all
show us the
comes
same
back
things over
to
and over.
your
It
character.
feels
So
Right now, it
what
does
we're
feel
gonna be
like
playing as and why we're
it doesn't
fighting
feel like a
is
show of strength. This feels
So
like
you are
we
a
had to
freelancer.
show something.
Yeah,
and this is what
we're
you
not
get.
ready.
Pilot these
So
exo
here's the
javelin
thing.
here's like the 3 things we've got that we
and
can show.
you need
Yeah.
those suits to
And
survive
we're just gonna
and
talk
fight
to fill
in this
time,
world
and
because
then, like,
the
please
world
give us
will
money,
kill
we
you.
don't wanna die.
But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, have
Oh, come
the
on!
way they think
Boo!
recognize
The
anthem
Dominion!
of
We're getting the
creation.
red card
So,
territory now.
We need to stop
They
them
need to be expelled.
and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's
Cookies
the
are ready.
Colossus,
Who's ready to go in?
the Interceptor, and
What?
finally the Storm.
Yeah, so each
So,
javelin gives you a different way to play
Destiny.
the game. But the thing
By
to
way of,
remember
I
is,
guess,
like
the-
Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a
The
freelancer, a
Warframe
pilot,
design school.
which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage it, or the
Okay, so
or the
they're
javelins
not
that
locking
your
you
friends
down to
use.
one class. I mean, that's
so
a nice little.
really
That's a
what this
nice little
allows us
touch.
to do is we
I'll
built
give
the
them
suits
that.
to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more
Okay, so
generalized
seeing a little bit of
suit,
gameplay. I don't
able
know if this is
to,
fresh and new.
Do a lot of different things. Use
The
really
numerical
designed for
system very
up-close
much reminded me
personal
of
combat, one-on-one
every
for the
other.
most part.
Oh, it's splitting between the
Colossus is heavier, more specialized,
very
but able to
quickly.
really
Heavy
pack
armor
in
doing
big
pretty
weapons
much what
that
you
can
expect,
devastate the battle.
like heavy weapon, shield, heavy missile.
I'm just
Nothing-
gonna say the
everything-
Storm
We not gonna
is
see the
my
other
favorite.
two?
I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now too. So the
That's it.
javelins are
That's all you
awesome,
get,
but we're
little
gonna take a
teaser.
couple questions
Of
right now.
the
So
two
Casey tweeted, some
Generosaurs.
of you may have
Yeah.
seen, asking for,
Generosaurus Rex.
people out there to
I
send
can't
us your
even
questions.
spontaneously-
And the first one is going to be from @itsSweetNicole, who asks, as a player
No, we don't want to see
making
Twitter!
games of their own, what kind of customization
I worked very hard not to
options
spend
are
more
available
time on fucking
We
Twitter.
really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way
That was
their
from June
javelin
1st,
plays,
too.
through gear and weapons, but
Well, I-
also being
Real
able to
quick, go on
personalize
Twitter.
the way that it looks.
Tell your
both
sister to
paint
tweet
jobs
at
as well as
us.
changing the
Although I
actual,
did like the. Did
geometry
you see
of
the
suit
Evangelion
itself. We want teams to be able to do this
purple
as
and
well.
green? That was
And
pretty
because
cool.
you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
Well, I thought you said we were going to flip between them based on our mood.
Actually,
Are we going to be using for a long time, or are we going to flip between them? Which is it going to be?
Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics.
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes.
Okay, that's
no
fine.
ability
That's
to
fine.
No loot
pay for
boxes.
Because, yeah, if you want to buy cosmetics,
So
that's
that
fine.
means
Okay.
The
no
game needs to
ability
make
to
money.
spend money
That's
on gameplay advantage at all within Anthem.
Okay,
But even more important than
so
that, we
good on
want to
them.
make sure that
Yeah.
Anthem
You
is
don't
an
get
immersive experience that
you don't get a
feels
goal
like
for
it's
doing
complete
the
from
reasonable
the
thing,
get-go.
but
Yeah.
So that means a main story, a big open world.
other
and
parts of
an
EA have not
ongoing
seemed to be able to
service
make
provides
that
new
easy play,
content
and
for a long period of time.
so
New
good on them for
story,
that.
new-
I mean,
new
what's
new
making me
experiences
a
for
little bit worried is,
Well, I'm
as
glad to
J
hear
Post is
that I
pointing
can
out,
make my
like we
javelin
might
pink.
be
That's really all I wanted to know,
seeing
I'm
the
gonna
death of
be honest.
BioWare here.
All right, Casey,
And I want to make a funny sports-like quip about this, but
So the way I see it, like, it would be sad if the studio dies.
It really
but
is about, you know,
if that happens, that
of
people,
teaming up
probably a lot of them are going to
as-
leave, do a
as
new
team
thing.
of superheroes and working together. So
Just
you
because
wanna
the
get
studio
a
dies
people
doesn't mean that
together of
people die.
different
Oh, and our
classes.
executive
So, you know, if you're
overlord,
gonna
Little
see,
Bear, has also said
Colossus,
boo,
you know, just
boo.
people on the
So,
ground in
yes,
gameplay, if we can
huge thank you there
look at
to
that.
Little
So,
Bear. By the
heavy
way,
artillery,
Orchestral North.
being really strong, you know, in melee combat. And then here you've got
I mean,
the
I'm seeing
Ranger
a lot of
shooting
things that
down
reminding
from
me of
above,
like
and then they're
Titanfall. I've
using
seen a lot of things that
com-
reminding me
you
of
know, combos
Destiny.
and special abilities and stuff like that.
I
What
feel
love
like I know
is
how
you
this
don't
is gonna
just run
play.
around, you're swinging
Yes, it's
and
like
flying as well.
the same. I feel like this is going to be like a sort of a mashup of a couple games in a slightly
how will
video
you
package.
balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the
It's
fun of playing with other
Twitter.
players.
Wah,
But we
wah,
really want to
wah.
make sure that playing with other
Twitter was
people
not
feels
invited
like
to
a
this
choice.
party.
So for people that want to just experience the story,
Well,
you're going to
clearly they were. You were just
Now,
not
going out into an
informed.
open world
Otherwise-
like
Okay,
this,
everyone keeps
by
talking
yourself
about
is
the
going to
story,
be a
the
little bit more
story. What
challenging
story?
than if the team was
Where?
successful. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage in this
They
kind
don't
of thing. So I really
actually
hope
know.
that everyone at least gives
'Cause
co-op a
That's
try.
the problem.
Is this something the Dominion?
There's gods and the Dominion.
But they left a bunch of stuff behind.
well,
Also
I know
javelins,
all
which are
I'm
robot
saying.
suits, but
How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah? You guys want that?
After making us look
Alright,
at Twitter,
so,
you don't get a
Heather,
cheer
you're
for
gonna
that.
set this up for us?
I
That's
will.
why there were two
So,
people. They were like,
um,
whoa!
the-
Okay, no, I'd like
your
to
friends
vote as a
have
team.
decided to
Foul
play
for
a
use of
mission
Twitter.
called Scars and
Yeah, I
Scars
think about that.
Scars have
Especially because it's
feathering
Twitter from
acid-based
is
super weapons.
marked
You gotta
January June
So
1st.
you start
So it's not like they
with
were just like
starter,
grabbing
which is
it
like a
and
giant
going.
rock
Like they could have
that's
just
your forward base of
written it down on a card.
You
Yeah.
have
They
a
didn't have to show us the tweet.
conversation with
Okay,
your
so that
crew,
puts them at 4 to
Halleck,
6.
Faye, and
Yeah, not
Owen,
great.
and
That's
you'll hear
really
Owen. He's
painful,
gonna
EA.
talk us through the mission as we experience
Anthem
it
should
here.
have been their victory lap,
and
not
yeah,
their
then
weakest
you just
scorer.
Get into your javelin
Well, it's not the
suit
weakest scorer
and
yet.
You head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Doggo.
Spiny doggo.
Robo Doggo.
That's not. Ooh.
But this is pre-rendered.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of those like air quotes in engine.
Time to get to work.
Yeah,
They said this
probably.
bastard made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
Oh, fits like a glove.
Oh, that's
So
probably.
cozy.
Makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable now.
Just think about how sweaty it's gonna get.
Yep.
Like, things probably aren't easy to clean. So presumably this is pre-rendered gameplay.
Yeah. Well,
But
technically in engine, it's. For those that don't know, it's a system whereby you get a very powerful computer to run a dev build of the game and render it from there.
Owen,
So-
what's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be
Little
careful.
bunnies.
Bonus.
Guys, nail up in posts. That's
I also,
careful.
I'm a bit cynical about the let's pretend like these cool names mean a thing from Destiny, because Destiny never went on to explain why. Wait, why is it blinking
The
around?
same footage.
Checking out the Scar Cam
Yeah,
some more.
Dumb Rocks, volunteering this point. Insert convoluted story with borrowed gameplay mechanics. Nothing truly new. Left by the gods tech. Horizon Zero Dawn much. At least as Horizon Zero Dawn had some fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah, like I'm.
Is that an ogre? Hey, let's go bowling! It's just not even going to pay attention.
No, it's just gonna shoot
Yeah.
some missiles and head off.
Shoot some missiles and we go.
And you all saw that jump cut from earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'm-
we're not getting like just one chunk of gameplay.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, this might be another red card.
I should be. These are powered robot suits in space by BioWare. I
can
should
fly.
be shouting at the screen in joy.
This,
There's a Shaper relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation.
Of course they are.
Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
Yeah, that's okay.
What's a scar? Why do I care?
Yeah,
I mean, like, visually it's kind of cool, but...
Sure.
But beyond that...
The problem is, like, all these AAA games are visually very cool.
You've got to
Yeah.
silence it fast.
Gonna have to have more than that.
Space Wizard!
What's
That wizard came from the moon. Oh, wait. Nice that they've got the robot voice helping you out who seems completely disinterested in your existence.
I mean, there's a million blokes like
Silence.
you, so...
Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
Oh,
James
there's a cut.
Corden.
Is that Matt Berry?
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position.
It's Peter Rabbit with a robot voice.
Peter Robot.
On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down.
It's entirely possible that
We
just the
should find
flying
the source.
around and doing cool stuff will be fun enough. I want to see. Okay, this is the character class we haven't seen in action. The faux wizard.
Well, nice big environment. So, like, can we do something cool?
We can jump and fly.
That making jumping somewhat...
No!
That's what
Why did you switch again?
Also, the fact that no one's done any of the in-game dance animes means this is clearly pre-rendered. Because that's what players do.
Oh, not even show the fight. Okay. So at least a yellow card.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
not-
disappointing all around.
This is the anthem of meh.
Not very.
Oh,
Yep,
bless you
and
for
that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to
Some
come by
numbers,
the
giant
Anthem
spider
Theater
red
here
card.
at EA Play, you can check out the game.
Oh.
So, I'd be curious to see how the actual
on
playable
everyone's
things
minds.
go. But
When
as
do
that
we
told
get
us
to
nothing.
play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019.
It's pretty soon.
On
Okay.
Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
Next year.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets.
Hey, okay,
Thank you
fine.
so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare
Oh,
team. I know you guys
This portion
had
of the
that
show
long
brought to you by
period of time,
10
so I'll see
Win.
you guys
Is
there.
it just me, or was that combat seems really mediocre? I mean, it looks nice, but it looks incredibly boring at the same time. Also, could I get a sponsored announcement?
10 Win for your online gambling.
Win hard, win big, win 10 times as much.
I think it's actually
And
10
then
cents
lose it all.
division.
Yeah.
that Bind up all online gaming.
Yeah.
This gambling.
Sponsored by Tencent.
Some of what
Everything
you saw
sponsored by
today,
Tencent.
You guys
Indeed.
have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you
my
keeping
gosh.
score,
Oh
you can get your
my
free
boy.
trial
EA
of
has
FIFA
games.
18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a
Wait,
buddy.
what?
in
Woo!
the
Yanni! Get Yanni a power suit!
Plus, you can take on your
There's a
own
crossover I
management
want.
I believe you mean a
starting
juggler.
today.
That turkey is toast.
That turkey is proper fucked.
Anybody ready to go home
Just
now?
Yanni just...
You're like, I just want to go
Bok,
outside
bok,
and
mother
fan
hobbit.
fest. I get it. So, I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin.
I think our stream might have unexpected technical difficulties in a few minutes.
Oh, what was that? We're not going to stream the FIFA live tournament! Oh no! It's just static coming through!
Oh, what's going on?
Alright,
Hey,
so now it's
numbers.
the recap
The
crap.
recap, I mean, basically.
Alright, so what did we say? We closed out of 4-6.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm tempted to go 4-7 because, like,
Ending with the tournament, like that's
That's some hot flaming garbage. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it. Nobody
Yeah.
else is brave enough. I'm gonna say it.
okay, so I think we're all in consensus. The final score for EA is 4-7.
Yeah.
4 touch goals, 7 foul plays.
They get 2 thumbs diagonal.
What does that even mean?
I mean, it's
It's a birdie on a hand egg.
Hi guys, my name is True Boy. Welcome back to the stream. Now I know the FIFA 19 was exciting. We saw that trailer. Champions League
Is this the thing that we don't wanna?
So what we decided to do is to have a tournament with some national teams: England, Mexico, Germany, and the USA. And the will be the champions of the Creators.
I think you might want
And I'm not alone. We
to
got some
slowly
special guests.
switch over the
First
ball.
one, Republic of Ireland International, David Myler. How you doing, buddy?
I'm very good, thanks, Stu. How are you?
I'm doing great now.
Well,
I know
I mean,
you
we
didn't
can just-
qualify
we
for
can
the
just
World Cup of
not.
Ireland,
Yeah.
but
Look, it's instantly better.
Woo! That was. That guy has a very good mustache. I will give him points on mustache. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's gonna be like this for a while.
Okay. Alright, so let's bring it back to the studio with my hotshot team. The same two people I've been talking to for an hour. Right, so, EA.
There was that bit in the middle that was so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's all the other bits.
Like,
We rode that wave up to the crest and then crashed, and it was sad.
Yeah, I had some hope for them. I don't think they'll be able to beat some of these other teams. I think other teams will be able to outperform them.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, Microsoft, as we know, play a fast, strong game. They do quick announcements. They do big maneuvers. They don't sit on their laurels, and they certainly don't do a 3-person like waffle-mancy session. I mean, this was Anthem's time to shine. This was meant to be the point where we were. I should have been doing the same level of excitement for Anthem that I did for fucking Yarny 2.
It really just came across as like, we aren't actually ready. Let's talk in circles and show you the same damn footage over and over again because we really aren't ready.
Yeah, they made us come out here and talk, so I'm just here so I don't get fined.
We are legally and contractually obliged to talk about this. And I would be more forgiving if it wasn't BioWare. BioWare's strength has always been telling a story.
And
they're gonna continue writing the story.
For 10 years! You can do prison sentences that are shorter than that.
Yeah, and the gameplay doesn't excite. Like, it's all of these elements we've seen before, unless they add a whole level of polish and some like out of combat stuff that's really compelling. It's just like the gameplay, it's like fly around and shoot stuff. Which
Okay, but we are not a group of people that brings the negative. So let's bring it back to the two big goal scorers. Like
SOS.
SOS. I mean, that was someone who gave so many fucks coming out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just genuinely caring about the impact of games and the humanity that you can bring in them. And then made a really heartfelt, like, whatever the ending is to that game, that's going to be a punch in the feels.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna cry
I'm
on
very
stream.
excited for that game.
The Famous, reminding us about Battlefield Royale.
Yeah.
Highly customizable. That seems interesting.
Honestly, like, I think that's an above average announcement for this thing. Like, I'm at least interested. Like, I think it's the franchise can do some interesting things with like class based or whatever. Like, I think solo royale with Battlefield, whatever. But I think squad based, because Battlefield does squad play, like, you know, it plays it up. So that I think would be very compelling.
That's a really interesting point. Like the idea of having multiple classes and getting to choose your team setup.
Yeah, going in and saying like, you know, I'm not just like the guy. I am the heavy weapons guy for our squad, and that's what I practice.
Yeah.
And like, I think that could be a lot of interesting places to explore. Obviously, be extremely pretty. So I think that could be legitimately good.
Yeah, you know my feels. I like battle royale modes in games. I don't think that it's something that's strong enough to carry a whole title.
No.
But I like seeing them in things that are.
It's not enough to make me want to buy it.
True.
Absolutely, but like as an additional selling point, that's a strong one, I think.
Yeah.
If that's your jam, it is like a little bit of icing on the cake, I imagine.
Yeah. And, I mean, one of the rules is no points for outside of Eethreeperbowl stuff. I mean, Battlefield 5, you know, their title character is a disabled lass looking like a badass covered in, like, blue woad and shit. Like, that's rad, but we already saw that.
Yeah.
Frostbite looks pretty. You know, this just in, rain is wet.
Yes. Also, cookies, I think, are getting close to ready, so I'm going to be
shit, yes.
I might not be back if they're not quite ready.
Okay.
So I will be gone for some amount of time.
We will continue to waffle at very least until cookie o'clock.
I prefer to pancake.
To waffles.
Or French toast. Can I French toast?
You
and
can.
You can waffle.
You can French toast.
Okay.
So one and all, you lovely people in chat, it's been lovely having you all with us. Now, what are your thoughts? What are your feels? And please do the @VikingBlonde because the setup is crazy. It's really hard to read the writing. I mean, some numbers are saying definitely negative points to the mobile game. I wouldn't be hard on just a mobile game, but it's Command & Conquer. We've wanted a new Command & Conquer for years. Also,
you got it though.
I've got the corpse dangled in front of me like some kind of malformed undead puppet. And no Skate 4. No Skate 4. Does EA hate money? Apparently so. Oh, like
it's seems like so much focus went into all of like the FIFA and blah blah blah, but it's like I feel like that energy could have been focused into making like the actually cool things even more of like cool.
It was really interesting to see EA's indie stuff just upstage the shit out of everyone else.
Yeah. It deserved way more attention and time.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen more SOS.
True. Although, I mean, you could argue that that play was perfect. It gave us exactly what we needed. It gave us all the heart and the... Like, they could have done something very similar with Anthem. They didn't need to do a 3-people round chat. They could have just had someone come out and talk about what mattered about it. I'm so worried about Anthem, because it's, like, you know, BioWare's... Whoa, we've got cookies, Mother Hubbards!
Yes.
I'm just gonna...
Can you smell it? We gotta waft it your way.
And I don't recommend eating them quite yet unless you don't need taste buds.
I mean, what are those good for anyway?
Eating cookies, unfortunately.
Okay, so jumping into chat. So Rose Moose is saying, am I the only one getting the impression they're still doing major work on those 2 Anthem classes we haven't seen yet? I'd say that's bang on. Like,
there's a lot of work they're still doing on that game, I'm suspecting.
Super Hentai Senpai, I was hyped for Madden 19 and Anthem. I mean, Madden didn't show us anything in the past. Like, EA have done some interesting things, like, you know, story modes, looking at the actual, you know, the players or the effect of joining these leagues, or something for us to get a hook into. It was by the numbers Madden.
They spent like 1/10 of the time on Madden than they did to FIFA.
Which is very interesting. Like,
yeah.
Maybe it's not been performing. Maybe this is like, I don't want to say an off year, but it's they're pushing other franchises a little bit more.
But this one was all about the FIFA. You all can't see it. We've just muted it. But there are a bunch of dude bros playing a shit ton of FIFA on the other screen, and that's why we got the Wii music, just to mute them out.
They are just they're pushing FIFA hard.
Yeah.
And it might be because for a more global audience, American football versus football is probably billions more people care about football.
True.
I mean, I know that FIFA is a very huge series. So.
I want to add quickly because, I mean, Thyron was saying, like, you know, talking down sports games because they're sports games is unfair because they have a huge audience, and it's like dismissing mobile games outright. I mean, in Eethreeperbowl, we talk about what they put forward.
Yeah.
Loving sports games is cracking. We're here to judge the teams and their performances in the arena of Eethreeperbowl.
I'm definitely not trying to put down sports games, even though, like, it's not my jam, but, like, I don't care. Like, we're talking about the presentation, and it's just very strange to me that they focus so much more when there were multiple sports games on the FIFA rather than the Madden.
Indeed. And the basketball title was, like, one and done. There was, like, a quick trailer, like, feet on the court, and then poof, we're done.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, like, you know, basketball's got a big following, so, I don't know, maybe this is the year of soccer. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's Compliment Cap saying, I'm not mad at all the names being thrown around in Anthem gameplay, but the we're going to add story concerns me so much. Cutting away from the boss isn't promising either. I've fought one too many bullet sponge bosses already in Destiny. I mean, and it was a cheap shot on my part to go for all the Destiny jokes, but then we had, like, the equivalent of the Ghost, and it's like, oh, there was a god machine, but now it's gone. I'm like, you mean like that big fuck-off spear in the sky? Let me guess, there's only one city left of humanity.
Spoilers!
The Dominion? The fucking Dominion!
It's never been done before. They're you know, conquering new ground.
So you're not conquering new grounds.
Ironically, new grounds is very old grounds now. So, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Right.
We've hit that point.
We really have. So, jumping back into chat, Super Hentai was saying that they were worried that Anthem was going to be an Xbox only. There was no confirmation of any console exclusivity.
No mention.
Was there no mention? I thought they said... Was that someone else was saying on PC? And...
I mean,
Okay.
don't count on me, but I don't recall any mention of any console. Or platform, I should say.
I thought I saw a PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, but that might have been a different game just because, yeah, I'm going to switch up.
It was interesting we didn't see more on Star Wars Battlefront. Like, I know we were joking about the whole loot box and stuff, but they announced a bunch of new content and Ewoks, but what we saw was the stuff we've already seen, like the whole like solo Lando stuff.
That trailer's been out for a while.
And there's no points there. Whereas they mentioned Ewoks, and I was like, okay, like an
Yeah.
Ewok survival hunt mode could be really cool. No, we're gonna loop like 5 seconds of footage a couple times.
Yeah. I was shocked at how often, just over all of these presentations, it was like, we got this footage and we're just gonna, like, we've got vines. So all we have is vines, and we'll play the vines, and that's what we got. Yeah.
It was very interesting, and yeah, I feel like for me, the focus was off. They were like, do this, show this, all of this, and then like, yeah, it was very strangely ordered and focused, and like, it just kind of ended on a bit of a down note. I mean, unless you're into watching competitive FIFA play.
Which, I mean,
which is fair.
Probably quite a few people, honestly, so that's...
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they're showing it. Like, people are probably into it.
Darren was pointing out that it's actually coming up on the World Cup very shortly. Or there is
that could be a part of it.
Okay.
It's a big multiplayer title by BioWare. Maybe there's a big ass showing on the show floor that we're not seeing, but we can only go by what we see.
Yep.
Yeah. And the fact that they have a playable demo, so maybe they're further along, they just don't have the video of it? I don't know.
Could be. And then the Wii track kicks in again. Right. We should try and do some sports callers. I have no idea how we're going to feckin' do this. Probably via Discord, right? I probably should organise this better.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, we are now taking calls.
Yeah, let's take... and whilst we're working out how in the bloody hell we're going to do that, as we said, the overall score at the end of that was 4 goals to 7 penalty fouls. So, I mean, that puts him almost... that puts him in the bad.
Yes, they're squarely... Unless everybody else drops the ball very hard, they're not going to do well.
I feel like maybe they tried to diversify a little too much.
Possibly? Just...
Too many different styles.
Too many cooks! Too many cooks. Right.
Don't do that to my brain.
I promise nothing.
I mean, that's going to come with Devolver.
Oh, it's heckin' happening. It is hecking happening. Right.
Should probably explain how to call in.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Should we just have people send you a PM, or how are we going to do this?
Jump onto the Longship Discord and ping me there, and I will drag you into chat. Let's go from there. Oh, I'm taking the shirt off. Oh, it's really warm. Toasty cookies. Although I'm really liking, I jumped to the Discord real quick, compliment Kat with the post of, in a world of battle royales, be a Yarny.
He'd probably clean up.
I'm gonna be a chick in a boat.
And the art style on fucking SOS was so good.
Yeah, no, that was... Like, so, Yarny's exciting. I'm honestly more excited for SOS. Because that art style, like, yeah, the opening pitch and the premise is really interesting. Oh yeah, the art style's on point.
Okay, looks like we've got our first caller. Some numbers. All right, let's see if I can do this. Doing a voice call. Let's see if it works. Hello, you're on Post Sport Talk.
Thank you so much for having me. Long-time listener, first-time caller, and all that.
Let's turn you up. Let's get taunt.
The DJ needs to turn it up.
The DJ has turned it up. So, welcome. So, what are your feels on this first innings in the Eethreeperbowl?
I basically agree with everything that you guys have said.
That is the best thing I've heard all day.
You are my favorite.
Sea of Solitude looked great. My comment was it looks like Shadows of the Colossus with a coat of Wind Waker paint, which is pretty great.
Okay, I see it.
That's a real good way of putting it.
Yeah. And as you guys said, the pitch was the best pitch that we've had of any of the EA things.
And honestly, that's the best pitch I expect to have all weekend.
Oh yeah.
Like I can totally see where you're coming from.
If someone tops that, it'll be great, but I just don't expect it to happen.
I haven't played Unravel, so I didn't have nearly as much of a response as Will did, but Unravel 2 looked like a lot of fun, and I look forward to trying to get people to co-op it with me.
I mean, I try not to do too many name drops on this show because I know everyone gets a bit tired of that. But I did meet Yanni at E3, so I'm kind of a big deal.
Fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. Anthem looks kind of cool, but as you guys have said, there's not a good track record for that kind of game, so I don't know.
I personally wanted to have a reason to yell at the telly in excitement, and I felt we got a bit of a limp noodle.
The thing is, I think it's not that no games have done it well, but this game doesn't seem like it's doing anything that those games aren't doing. So it's just like saying Me Too a couple years down the line is not a great.
Sure. Yeah. No, I totally get where you're coming from. So yeah, I'm basically right there with you guys.
It's like you're here in the room now, but without a cookie.
Kind of. Except I don't have any cookies.
You had waffles with chocolate
Specifically,
chips.
I don't have Ket's cookies. I have my own cookies.
They are some stonkingly good cookies. So some numbers. Thank you for your time. Okay, so I have another caller on the line. Oh, yeah. And keep watching Eethreeperbowl 2018. Okay, let's go to the phones. We've got sponsor and previous Man of Magic, Winter on the line. Hello, you're through to Talk Sport, Post Sport Talking.
What we don't do very well. So, Winsett, what are your hot takes for this Eethreeperbowl presentation?
My takes from the E3 Super. Sorry, everyone.
Hey, it's all good. Take your time, caller. We are in no rush. We have never met before at all, have we?
Hello. So, my thoughts on the E3 overall is just, so far anyway, is it's kind of nice. EA is, as expected, just insisting on pushing on sports and more sports and more sports, and I couldn't care any less about that, but...
That's fair.
I guess... but I guess that is their shtick nowadays, so I wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of interesting when the only thing this actually is of interest is the two things that isn't made by them, but are rather supported by them. It's kind of funny, isn't it?
That is a very, very good point.
I think that part of it is also our personal preferences, because fans of the first game and or just beautiful looking indie games.
Indeed. Biased as shit sometimes.
Here's the thing. I play a wide variety of games, but they have to get my interest, right? It's not enough to just be flashy. Coming out and giving a shit about what you are, presenting, or, just... Even the trailer itself was so full of feeling. I'm talking specifically about SOS. There was emotion. There was, some kind of something to reach out and grab you as a viewer, right? And that's what I need. Sure, it's pretty and it's cool, and, I'm not particular to, indie games or this game or whatever. It's make me look at you in a way that makes me care. So... very few games manage to do that.
Yeah, that is Yeah, that is true. But personally, as I mentioned earlier, I think on the stream at I think it was with donation, yay. Anthem, at least that last part, looks interesting. Like it's pretty as fuck. Sorry for the F-bomb. All things are visually all the things are visually there, but first of all, the story, as far as we haven't seen anything. They haven't shown us anything of interest anyway. And as I said earlier, the combat, while pretty, looks boring.
Yeah.
Like, you shoot a lot, but it doesn't seem to be interesting with it. I don't know why.
It's a style of online game we've seen since Phantasy Star Online. And it's unfair, but we expect more of BioWare.
And I feel like maybe they just weren't ready. And when they are ready, they will have something that will grab our attention. But unfortunately, this is where they should have had it ready.
Yeah.
We can only judge what we were shown, and
Yeah.
we weren't shown much. So maybe... Because we didn't get a date on it, did we?
The 22nd of the 2nd, 19.
Oh, that's right. So that's coming
beginning
up
of next
soon.
year. I mean, like everybody else, they're moving out the way of Red Dead Redemption.
But still, like, that's just not a lot of time to go from this to something.
Yeah. So caller, what was your favorite sports play of that Eethreeperbowl match?
Best sport play? When the small blue friendo was revealed.
Small blue friendo, and he picks his little face out of the trunk, and you're like,
No. Like, okay, that was really cute, but the moment where they just were like, oh, let's put our things in, and it goes connects, and they're just both like, yay! It was so cute!
So, alright. Caller, thank you very much for your time. We've got some other people waiting in the wings. Let's continue. Okay, so, jumping on to our next caller almost immediately. Alright, as I adjust my tie. No peanuts. Okay, welcome caller, you're on post-match talking sport talk with me, Sports. How are you?
Sports, more sports, and running,
So
Lots
much
of running.
Okay, my view on why soccer is so focused right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the Latin American market is booming right now for gaming.
Ooh.
Okay.
They're a $4.3 billion gaming market, and their biggest games that they sell are soccer games.
So a bit of FIFA Ultimate Team, a little bit of a sprinkling, a dash of more FIFA buzzwords.
With the World Cup coming up, that is their big selling point. So they wanted to put that in the forefront to let everybody know we got a new title coming up and you can get your leagues going. Esports is beginning to kind of grow in Brazil as well. I've got a buddy in Sao Paulo. He's part of an esports soccer league.
Okay.
Interesting.
So they're starting, their esports are starting slowly, but they're instead of doing like League of Legends, they're doing soccer.
That's really interesting. And I mean, like, joking aside, it's a great market, and it's one that doesn't get as much support and representation as...
It's underserved, so if you can serve it, that's probably some good business to be had.
It's very good business. It's good business to throw that out front and to make it as prominent as they did. I think it was a good move on their part. I understand that sports games are not for everyone.
Sure.
I mean, our sarcasm comes from silliness, but... It was just interesting that out of the sports properties they had, FIFA was their focus, like, foremost. And it's really interesting to hear the things that you're adding.
Yeah.
FIFA is huge everywhere but America. If you break it down by sport, basketball, the NBA games sell primarily on the East and West Coast. Your football games primarily sell in the North and South of the East Coast, although the West Coast does have a pretty good standing there. And then FIFA is sold worldwide.
Which, just to give you a little taster, FIFA is still going on. I just, if you look into the bottom left corner there, the two lads with their hair windswept in opposite directions. That's a strong style play.
Those guys are amazing.
Is that Jedward?
That might be. There might be some Jedward action there. Bloody hell. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
And also,
I'm Deckard Cain, and I was one of the first fans of Jedward.
Oh, and sorry I
didn't
start with first-time caller, long-time listener. Glad I finally got through.
Hey!
Hey, we've got you for at least the other one, so I'm hoping for some comedy callers. Anyway, let's see if there's anyone chilling in the wings.
let's see.
Yes, and now it's middle of the day. It's fine. So yeah, aside from the wonderful world of sports, how did you find the rest of that presentation? That's not my coffee.
Nope. You are talking to yourself.
Yes, I am. That's cracking.
Good thing we've got a lot of factors.
Okie dokie. All right, let's see if there's any more callers chilling and illing in the sidelines.
Did you drop a Discord link into chat?
I probably should have done
Just
that.
in case,
People have been doing it.
Have they? Okay.
Beadora's on point.
I see, yes.
Arden's saying, I'd like to call in, but I'd probably sound like an acolyte of Nurgle. And remember, Nurgle loves you.
He loves everybody.
Sometimes a bit too much.
He's just like very loving. Like it's. Wow.
Oh, I was going to say something, but I've decided to retract that and keep that in here. Yep.
Considering the tone.
Yep.
Also, I think the Yanni thing, I think that's available only on Origin off the bat, so that might be where, that might be where it all fell apart. Oh, and we've got another caller. So, let's start a call here. Wait for that one too. Do a connection thing.
Do the thing.
Do we have a thing?
I'm really enjoying the... No, that's not happening. Let's give that one more chance. Let's give that one more try. Because I'm currently talking to myself. Yeah. Right. This is like the end of the show. It's just us eating cookies. Okay. Considering the popular opinion of EA at the moment, like, that was a strong showing for indies, and if sports titles were your bag, at least they are all supported and all covered.
Supporting them all, like, they're not doing anything crazy, but they're not doing anything crazy, so, like, I'm good at. Also, it's very distracting. Occasionally, when they zoom in on people's controllers for some reason, you just get, like, a giant crotch shot of the players, which some of them are way shorts.
I mean, because this is what's broadcasting, we'll leave this up for a second in case you get another, like, stonking zoom in on the because they're all going for kind of like the man spreading seated position, which I believe is standard tournament.
Well, contractually required to do that, really? Is it a sponsorship thing, or is it like
it's just the rules.
Oh, okay, like the league rules.
Yeah.
So Arden's saying, controversial idea. CNC Rivals isn't that bad, and will probably be a strong enough game to get actual esports side of a league set up. I mean, if it leads to a decent Command & Conquer game, I'm on board.
Again, so that's why I think, like, I think a bad game is better than no game, because, like, there's a generation of people, I think, that don't know what Command & Conquer is. Like, straight up.
That's a very good point. Like, when was the last time CNC even walked out into the field?
Like, generals, maybe? Like, it's been a while, so getting this in consciousness, I mean, people are going to meme it up with all the classic memes in space, and...
Indeed.
So
Red Alert 3 was the last outing, and that had a cracking cast. Reptilian God is now following. I hope you're enjoying what has been the start of the Eethreeperbowl coverage of 2018.
This is like part 1 of 8, basically.
Yeah. So just so you all know, so today's going to be a short day. Once we're done with call-ins, we're going to bring this to a close. Because tomorrow, we got 3 matches. One of those matches, I hear literally no one ask. Well, I'll drop the events page.
We're going to answer the questions that you didn't ask.
That's literally our show. Making up shit about E3 that you didn't think you even wanted.
And you might still not want, but you're going to get it anyway.
Yeah. Right, so I've just dropped in chat. Those are all the timings, everybody. So, looking at the lineup. So today we had the EA Boxers. Loot was their game, money's their name. Tomorrow it's a triple threat match with
Prepare your butts.
some of the biggest contenders. So we've got an early kickoff with the Microsoft Spartan. Oh, actually, no, it's not early. Oh, thanks, sweet Christ. The Microsoft Spartans will be kicking off at 1 p.m. So expect a preamble from us ahead of time. It'll be an interesting one. Microsoft usually play a short innings, real fast, like quick fire.
That's good. I'm
Lightning rounds.
Yeah. But after that, the Bethesda Ragers. They've got Rage 2, they've got Skyrim on every possible conceivable device in mankind.
Even ones we haven't conceived of yet.
Indeed. Todd Howard has ported Skyrim to things that don't exist yet.
To the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little known fact, you can play it on your microwave.
Yes.
And the TI-81s.
Indeed. Some people theorize we've actually been playing Skyrim this whole time. I'm so glad.
I thought it was Pong. It was Skyrim.
And in the background, everyone got to see that incredibly awkward handshake where one teammate went for the fist bump and the other went for the handshake and he shook his fist. So it was like the fist bump. Yes, well done. That's a sport move. Then after that, tomorrow night, last year's champion winners, the Devolver Digital Deviants.
Yeah.
They have already apologized.
It's gonna be good.
They know what they're bringing. It's gonna be just...
We've seen a few...
there's no words.
There are no words.
We've seen a few pictures that have leaked, but otherwise we don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Other than it's gonna be good.
And then I won't intro them all because holy Toledos, there is a quadruple Square Enix anime swords, followed by the Ubisoft Templars, then the PC Gaming All-Stars, which we might not do the entirety of because those lot tend to waffle on for like a gajillion years, and finishing up the Monday afternoon coverage, Monday night coverage, it'll be the Sony Dragons. Now, the Sony Dragons have played strong enough to win in the past. In fact, in the 2016 Eethreeperbowl, Sony were the winners. That was before Bethesda were really batting strong and before Devolver were on the scene, but, you know, they've won the cup before.
So, just 2 years ago. So, they could easily come back if...
Will
if
they
could
be
do it.
just dethroned?
Okay. Nailed it. Right.
Do we have any other callers?
We should do. Rhymes and Moose is just plugging in their headset. Let's give them a call on some sports talk. Let's
So,
get away
that
from these
gentleman's
questions.
mustache, I'm a fan of.
It is an impressive mustache. That was a preamble mustache as well.
Yes.
But
The mustache man bun combo, it's working.
he is working it.
Not everyone can do it.
He's owning
but-
it.
Yeah. So the hair for these players is on point. I will give them that.
Oh, I think we have a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Welcome to post-match sport talk on Eethreeperbowl 2018.
You are talking to sports.
Yeah, I am the personification of human sports. Hey!
Certainly an EA show.
It really was.
Very EA.
They showed EA.
They showed a lot, and at the same time, not enough.
A lot of show, not too much tell.
Yeah.
I can't help but think back to their show last year.
Go on.
Please.
And just the sheer production values of that show. Like, they had the actress doing the mocap for Battlefront 2 storyline.
Good
They
point.
had a way higher end theater with actual seating and not just like folding chairs that they brought out. Like, they did not put as much into this show as they did last year.
Well, I would like to add that they did have some women in games, so that's where that money went to, so they kind of had to scale down the theater a little bit.
Because as we know, women are expensive to animate.
But one of the things they did have a lounge and whatnot going on outside, so they might have decided it was better to put more money in for the people that actually be on site.
Yeah.
Rather than just the ones in the chair.
I mean, personally, I would have liked them to do more coverage of the battle royale they had going on site, because we didn't see Jose come back.
No, the pit was there, but we didn't get to see any of the action in the pit.
Yeah, I was expecting us to see more someone beating someone to death with a folding chair.
Now, see, from what I heard, the battle royale is what you have to win to get your indie game on stage.
Ooh.
So Yarny's stained in the blood of his foes.
He's actually white yarn.
Yeah.
Just been busy.
Nailed it.
Yeah, there's a quirky puzzle game that got choked out by Yarny. Just garroted.
And that, by that logic, that Sea of Solitude lady must have been brutal.
So
oh god, yeah.
So remember all those hands reaching up for the boat? Those are all the games that crushed on the way.
All the indie devs who didn't make it.
Yeah.
The pile of skulls that they climbed up. Is it weird I can see that happening? Thanks, EA. So, any standout moments, any stonking sports plays that you particularly liked, Caller? Caller who I've never spoken to before in my life.
I think that Sea of Solitude intro should have been the bar everybody was aiming at.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that an indie game set the tone and pitch and quality that I was expecting from similar titles.
From things that had a much larger budget.
There was one with, I think it was one of the FIFA videos where they started talking about, it was like the background audio was like when I was a boy, and I thought we were going to get some real like cool feels, but it seemed to dissipate on the wind immediately.
Yeah,
I think it just demonstrates the...
They moved the gameplay very quickly. Sorry, go ahead.
I think it just demonstrates the power of actually caring.
Yeah.
Seriously. Oh.
Sorry, these gentlemen playing sports.
Someone is like flailing on the couch.
They are.
Oh, sorry. We should go back to that. Hopefully we'll get the flailers again, not the two.
Like an instant replay of the flail.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, and not the awkward fist shake.
I mean, 1 or 2 awkward fist shakes is okay.
Stompysaurus is saying, how do you call in? Just get on Discord. I'm just pinging people links. So, yeah, that was better than I was expecting. But it's weird. The places they won, I did not see it coming.
Yep.
Yeah. Like if just there was no indie games, like that would have been a real down of a show.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have been surprised. Like I was surprised that they had the indie showcase at all, and I'm so glad they did because that was the highlight.
Saved it.
I wanted to see an Ewok kill a Mother Hubbard.
Or get killed, either way.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm honestly amazed Anthem didn't have any story moments to show. Like, that is not how BioWare shows a game.
I know, right?
I feel like this was all precipitated by the fumbled handoff from Jose.
Jose winning first cringe move. Fuck, I forgot about that. Hey, look, it's someone's child.
It's like,
we're still going.
Oh, here's the thing.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Look at this child. He's got no feet.
Well, that got
What
dark.
did that kid's dad do?
Well, not much. Not a lot.
Went out for smokes.
And never came back.
Oh, it's alright. It's not his kid. Right. Oh! Cutting.
Much better than putting a sock in it.
Yeah.
I think EA has left us all in a very dark place.
That's what I do. Okay. Thank you very
We're
much,
not turning
caller.
into loneliness monsters.
Yeah.
We got a whole week. Jesus Christ. We got a whole 3 days of this.
Do you want a week?
No. We've only done 1 show and I'm tired. Got 3 tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for your call.
Yes. Also, so I know it's not the case, but the goalie's like orange suit makes it look like he's not weighing much. Like.
Don't you play soccer in the nude?
I think those are called streakers, and they try to get those off the field as quickly as possible.
Oh, got it.
See, on the one hand, the idea of taking a football to one's uncovered genitals seems terrifying, but as a psych-out tactic for the other team, like, if it's all... Anyway.
Well, I mean, there's nothing saying that you can't be unclothed but wearing a cup.
That'd be pretty intimidating.
Right?
It would be pretty intimidating.
If you saw someone charging down the field in just, like, a cup...
I'll tell you one better.
What if they do a slide?
Codpiece with a horn.
Just like hip thrusting at you.
Like the future of sports.
I think we've invented a new sport.
Also, forget try a bicycle kick.
You're going to see a lot more than you ever wanted to. Right, we've got another caller.
Hey! If you can figure out how to do it.
Shut up! I know how the buttons work.
This code's very hard.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome, caller. You are on Post Sport Talk Sport with Sport Talking Sports. I am your host, Some Sport.
Some sport. You've descended from all the sport to some sport.
It's been a day. It's been a day.
I did not enjoy the show. I did deeply enjoy you. Me and Captain Morgan enjoyed the presentation thereof.
So it's a double threat match from the Stomposaurus household.
Did Captain Morgan survive the show?
He is running low, shall we say.
Ooh.
But yeah, I found it quite a sudden Anthem, like you said, like their main, their main bombastic piece.
This guy on stream feels us, like he
gets it. His feelings on Anthem are as strong as ours.
I'll say honestly, so these players are better at emoting than half the people presenting. Like,
I mean,
I felt really bad for the guy who had to present Star Wars Battlefront.
No, yes.
He picked the short straw.
He was not he did not want to be there, and he just.
I mean, they got to announce Ewoks and fucking General Grievous. Like, here's prequel stuff that no one liked, and here's the one bit about Return of the Jedi that most people hated.
But maybe you get to kill one of them, so maybe that's...
Yeah, but we didn't get to see any of that! Like, it was just this kind of like, that looping thing of like, and the Ewoks are standing there in the dark, and then one of them jumps to the camera, and then it looped back. I wanted to see heavy stormtrooper gunfire shredding teddy bears.
Well, I want to see like Left 4 Dead, but with Ewoks.
Yes!
Like, there's something that could have been so cool. And like, now we
Yeah.
I just felt very sorry for him, like hands in his pockets, doing like very awkward gestures, looking very much like, I really don't want to be here, don't ask questions, let me go home.
Yeah.
Aside from that,
Yeah, I mean,
resounding meh.
It was EA. It could have been a colossal dumpster fire, and it wasn't. And they genuinely surprised us as a performing team at Eethreeperbowl, and that shouldn't be underspoken.
It's bad when you have to say like they didn't actually set themselves on fire as a standard tactic.
True,
but I agree with you there. Yes.
Given that has been the historical tactic, I'm.
And more than once they announced that they weren't doing something shitty.
Which, again, at least they're aware and they're trying not to enrage the fans more, so I'm...
Yeah, okay, that's a good point, because it would have been assumed otherwise.
Yes, like...
As high-level sportscasters, do you think that all years have been building up to this, like, have they been lowering the bar to such an extent to consciously try and explode our minds? Not this year, but maybe next year.
All along, EA's not been trying to win. They've been trying to set expectations to a high-scoring, like, low smasher. It's potential. Next year could be the year of EA, but it's not this one.
Also, the other thing is, like, they said they were like donating some money for some good cause.
That was real cool.
Like, that's also like there was a few good things, and I've missed.
But overall,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I missed many of the earlier years, but I don't. Is that a common theme of saying we're going to do some charitable works?
I'm trying to think. In previous years, there was the Orlando tragedy, so a lot of teams spoke about that, and some spoke about donations and support to helping the situation at large. But I can't think of any from last year. But then honestly, anytime anyone asks me about last year's Eethreeperbowl, it's just Devolver. All I can think about is Nina firing a gun into the air and threatening to knuckle punch the press in the throat.
Yeah.
Also the future.
Yes, the future is now! Although they haven't released Self-Aware Burrito yet. So if you're asking me, did Devolver keep all their promises? They did not. They might have won, but where's my talking burrito game?
You might just have to keep waiting for it. It's delayed in development.
The problem is, every time they develop it, they just eat it. Because you get a prototype, but oh, jeez, like, it was lunchtime, I was hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like all the other burritos. Like,
yep, gone. They've had to rebuild it from scratch 8 times.
I know, it's horrible.
A week. Okay. Caller, thank you very much for your time. I hope you'll be joining us for the rest of Eethreeperbowl. All right.
So overall, today kind of just leaves me feeling like when I was getting ready to graduate from college.
Did you leave to go to a tournament sports match instead
No.
in an awkward plaid jacket?
All I had to do to graduate was get a D in my math class, and that's all I aimed for.
So you're saying that EA just... I was going to say something really horrendous then, and I'm pulling it back. That EA just walked it in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair. Right.
I feel like maybe I think of it as a team, they walked it in. Like, they had the dudes over here doing the indie stuff, and they just, like, did a slam dunk.
Oh, God, yeah. That was like a 3-point out of nowhere.
And then on the other side, there's some dudes doing Anthem that just, like, they fell asleep. They overslept the clock, and they just didn't even show up.
Yeah.
So, like, as a whole, they walked it in with a little bit on the outside going on.
Oh, and a shout out to Ginger... Ginga Ian. Ginga Leon? Saying Dougfest, not as mad about you. This year was actually the year of the Doug. So Dougfest 2018, Horsham's premier music, drinking, barbecue festival.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Year of the Doug. But I am going to be here doing Eethreeperbowl for the rest of forever. So...
Well, it's only going to be like another 16 hours.
At least.
Hang in there.
16 to 20 hours.
I volunteered for this.
It was your idea. You set it up.
Shut up!
You were the reason I own this awful tie.
Oh, it's okay. I wouldn't usually go this much, but you'll don't even know. Check out this sports tie. I'm so horribly proud of this.
Pokeballs with footballs.
I've got 2 more horrible ties for each day. It's going to be wonderful.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the most normal of mine.
Yeah,
it's going to be good.
Right. I don't know if I have anything else to bring to bear. I think we covered everything quite neatly.
I think we did a good job. Yeah.
Okay, so the final score of the EA boxes: 4 goals, 7 fouls.
Yep.
It's not a game-winning score, but it's better than I would have. It would get
play
Splatoon. It's better than I would have predicted.
Yeah, and they were very close to even coming out with parity. If they didn't flop with Anthem, they could have pulled like a 4-4, and that would have been very solid.
Yeah. It's sad that Anthem was their fall down, but
it's like going to a show and liking the first people that come on rather than the main act.
When the warm-up act beats your main stage.
Yeah,
it's hard. But yeah, at least people got one good thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm excited.
There's a couple of good things that came out of today, and I'm looking forward to those games.
Yeah, there's 2 games I legitimately had not heard about / known about, and now I know.
Okay, so I want to thank all of you wonderful people for watching. Let's quickly thank our sponsors. It's going to be a list.
It's going to be a heavy list.
Okay, so I'd like to thank all our sponsors, being 10 Win, Squidsurf, Compliment Cap, Mr. Dumb Rocks, Jack's Gulch, Stomposaurus, Compliment Cap again, Apconist again. What are they doing on the hecking sofa?
They are having such a good time. Woo, that's...
Wow!
That is literally us.
I am so glad we caught that. I think one of them might have just popped out a little bit there. Yes, I think I got all of our wonderful, wonderful sponsors from today. So thank you all. I'm going to continue to add more E3 flavored gifts to the random grab bag because they continue to make me laugh. Right. That's me for final thoughts.
Yes. If you're not already, follow Viking Blonde. Catch us here tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Yes, and then Monday at a whole lot of pain o'clock in the morning. It's like 10.
Far too early.
Might we also do shout-outs for Ket and myself?
Oh, yes.
That is a really good idea. Please do mad shout-outs!
So,
I would like to thank my 2 co-commentators, badasses in their own right.
So I am Echo the Space Hippie on Twitch here. And I believe there's someone in chat that might be able to do me a little link. And then we have here...
Slifter on Twitch, and Twitter, I guess.
And Twitter.
2 for 2.
Yes. I stream chill games, generally late at night. And, often have a co-host or 2 on.
It's been known to happen.
Yep. I'm the morning crew. I'm up early doing the things.
Between all of us, there's probably somebody online at all times.
We've got the 24-hour span covered.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. There's probably like a little bit of a gap between like 3 a.m.
Thank
and
you,
like
Prolo.
6 a.m. So if someone could also drop a link to mine in, I'm sure there's also someone that could do that.
There's gotta be or at very least I will do the thing. Yeah, thank you both so much for coming and hanging out.
Yes,
like, today was worlds of fun.
Loads of fun.
Did I miss it?
Yep.
Tomorrow would be fun and also pain. It's going to be a heck of a weekend.
Yeah, I think I've had enough of the pain today, so I'm gonna...
Oh, the Otzi Po beat me to it.
Oh.
So yes, if you would throw a follow to my lovely 2, you know what? Co-hosts makes it seem as if it's a squad of hosting here. Everyone has been putting in crazy good hours to help bring this together. So, while you're both here in the same place, thank you kindly.
Thank you. This was a lot of fun.
I mean, we're certainly having more fun than I think anybody else did in the commentary.
Those 2 guys playing, those guys were having more fun than we were.
Okay, yeah, that's a very good point.
They were having a very good time.
Right.
Oh,
there he is. Oh! I kind of want to keep watching.
Don't cut away. Just I want those guys.
Yeah. I don't want to see the sport. I want to see.
See, these guys are less excited than these guys.
There we go. There we go.
Destroy the set. This is amazing.
Break it down. He's hanging out his bum. It's brilliant. This guy is the new hero of the. Then you can tell their faces like, what just happened?
I almost want to go back and give E3 a gold just because they chose these guys to bring on.
Yeah.
It's a little late, but...
When we met them earlier in the preamble, there was no way we could have known.
No, there's no way.
They did not make it very clear at all who the heck we were talking to and why.
But why not? Right. So that is enough from here at the Sportsodrome. Thank you both so much for being on. And thank all of you for watching. And we will see you tomorrow for the continuation for the Microsoft Spartan. That was it, right? Microsoft Spartans?
Yes.
For the Microsoft Spartans.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Pacific.
We'll probably start off beforehand. I know how
and
buttons
Bob
work.
bless America.
Nailed it.